I ain't gonna lie. They said, what is she doing? I said, lying. That's all I said.
I always delete my calls.
Baby, no girl does that.
Oh, look at my messages. I even delete my messages. The only messages I
Hell
keep
yeah,
are
you
ones
did.
I won't
You know
delete.
why, Tracy?
Why?
Because you're lying. That's retarded. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no point in you lying from this point further. When I walk out of here, unless you knew everything that was going down before it went down, there's no reason to lie. Any point. Because you see, it don't take me about 5 seconds to make you feel retarded.
On the night of October the 5th, Gail Spencer, a legal secretary and office manager at a local law firm, received a random knock at her door. When she answered, she was met by a co-worker of the law firm, Tracy Michelle Jones. Jones, who was plotting a scheme to embezzle over $1 million from the law firm that day, didn't raise Gail's suspicions, as she said that she just needed to use the phone in the restroom. Being that Gail knew Jones from work, she didn't think anything of the innocent request. She gave Jones her phone and something to drink, then went inside of her bedroom. When Jones went into the restroom, she texted her 18-year-old boyfriend, Michael Brett Kelly, who she had recruited to assist in the plot along with the third suspect, Keith Dozier, that she was inside of the apartment. Once Kelly got confirmation, he told Jones to close the blinds of the apartment, and he and Dozier, who were wearing masks and gloves, entered the home and went straight to the room where Gail was. The plan was for them to hold Gail against her will so she didn't show up for work the following day, while Jones transferred the money from the law firm to an account that the game had recently opened. During the crime that was being committed, Brett Kelly decided that he wanted more than just the money and forced 58-year-old Gail Spence to perform some sickening acts on him. Once he was finished, reality set in, and he decided that he couldn't let Gail live or he'd go to jail. So he made a fatal decision. This is the third video of a 4-part interrogation series where we'll bring you each of the participants' interrogations. This is the interrogation of Tracy Jones, the mastermind in the plot. The other interrogations will be down in the description so that you can watch them after you finish this one.
All right. Now you work for
Mr. Pinkston.
Pinkston Law Group.
Pinkston and Associates.
Pinkston and Associates. Okay. How long have you worked there?
Since August of last year.
Since August of last year. Now let's go back to Thursday night. Okay.
Okay.
Where were you at Thursday night?
I was at home.
You were at home? Okay. Was anyone there with you?
My kids.
Your kids? How many kids do you have?
2.
Okay. How old are they?
17 and 15.
17 and 15. Okay. And you were there all night?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Friday morning, what time did you get up?
It was about 5:45, 6 o'clock.
Where'd you go from there?
I got up and I told my work that I had to drop a friend off, but the thing is I take Lortabs and I didn't have any. And a friend of mine had told me that there was this guy on Holly Mill that sold Lortabs. So I figured I'd drive over there, see if they were up, see if I could buy some. So when I pulled down the road, there was no lights on, so I turned my car off and then kind of, I've never been there before, so I kind of got a little scared, turned my car off, just sat there for a minute. And I went and turned my car back on, and I guess the battery cable was loose and it wouldn't crank back up. And so I sat there for a little bit, and I knew Gail lived there, so I walked over there, and she came to the door, and I asked her if I had to have something to drink, and I had to pee really bad, so I went and peed. I peed first, and then I went in there and fixed me something to drink. She said, well, I got to get ready. She really didn't act like she wanted to talk to me much. So I went in the kitchen, and I fixed me something to drink, and I said, well, I'm going to go try my thing again, because if I wiggle it, I can probably get it to crank. Well, she had shut the door, so I'm hollering at her through the door, and I said, if I don't come back, you'll know I got it crunk. If I come back, you might need to take me home. And she said, okay. And I walked back to my car and messed with it and got it crunk, and I left.
Who was with you?
I was by myself.
You were by yourself? Okay. And you were going to Holly Mills?
Mm-hmm. I think that's the name of that road, Holly Mill Holly, something like that. They told me it was the third house on the right.
Who's they?
A friend of mine.
Who's the
I mean,
friend?
they told me this like a long time ago. I just never
Who's the
had the
friend's
nerve.
name?
Excuse me?
Friend's name?
Brandy. Her name's Brandy.
Brandy what?
Fulford.
Not spell her last name?
Fulford.
F-U-L?
Ford.
Okay. Did you call her that morning?
No.
Okay.
I just figured I'd take a chance, but I chickened out. I couldn't get to the door.
What house?
Which house?
They said the third house on the right is what she had told me. And his name was Eric. That's all I knew.
And the house was supposed to be on what street?
Holly Mill, I think, is the name of the road.
Holly Mill.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you known Gail?
Since I started working there.
How's your relationship with y'all?
Oh, we were great.
Y'all were good together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How,
I'm
I'm sorry. How did you know how to get to Holly Mill? Which isn't the street name, but it's close.
Okay.
How did you know how to get there?
Well, she kind of explained to me how to get there one time. I knew to go across and to take a left, and there was going to be a sharp curve, and then it'd be on the left.
What road did it run off of?
I don't know. I just know I went down Auburn Mill, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went straight across, and then I took a left, and then you know where it forks? I took that right.
Okay.
How long ago did she give you these directions? You said it had been a while.
3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Well, to me, that's not a while, I guess. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. How did you know where Gail lived?
Because me and Gail's hung out before.
Yeah.
I've been at her house before.
Okay.
When you say hung out, what do you mean?
Like, I went over there one afternoon, we had a couple drinks.
What do you like to drink?
Wine. She liked martinis, but I drank wine. I don't really drink martinis.
What kind of wine do you drink?
Red wine, white wine.
You drink liquor?
Every now and then.
What kind of liquor do you prefer?
Vodka.
Vodka? Okay.
When was the last time you was over there hanging out like that?
It's probably 2 or 3 months ago. We've been so busy at work, we hadn't really had a chance to do anything.
Who all was over there with you?
Just me and her.
Just you and her?
Mm-hmm.
How's Gail's demeanor been here lately at work?
I don't know. She's been a little strange lately. Like, she put our check stubs out on our desk on Thursday, and she never does that.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have none of the files ready to close on that Friday, and usually she at least has. We have a sheet on top of all of our files that, we have to write all the information down, and she didn't have none of those done. She had been sick Wednesday. I knew that. She didn't feel good. She had some kind of episode where her arm kind of went numb and her head was tingly or something like that. She was angry at Calder. She was mad at Calder because he was never there, and he had promised not to do.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. He had promised not to do the politics anymore, and I think he was still, dabbling in it, and that pissed her off. And
Now, you went inside the house.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you ever use her phone?
No.
You never used her phone?
Mm-mm.
Okay. What was Gail wearing that morning?
I believe she had on like an orange top. Like I said, I really can't remember because, like I said, she came to the door and I told her what happened about the car, and she said, "Okay, well, I got to go get ready." And she hauled up back to the bedroom. And like I said, I walked to the bathroom and I peed, and there was no toilet paper. So I hollered, "Gail, I got to have some toilet paper." So she reached it through the door. And I came out and I said, "I'm going to fix me something to drink." And I went in the kitchen, and that's when I heard the door shut. And I said, "Well, undoubtedly she don't want me back there for some reason."
What door shut?
The hall door. When you come in her front door, there's a hall door. There's a hall. She had shut that door, so I said, "Well, I guess she don't want me back there for some reason."
Where did you pee at?
In her bathroom, like there's a room here, and I peed in the bathroom right there.
The hall bathroom or the bedroom?
The hall bathroom.
Hall bathroom?
Mhm.
But you said she shut the door to the hall.
I peed first, and when I came out and went in the back into the kitchen and fixed me something to drink is when I heard the door shut. So I hollered through the door. I said, well, I'm going to go try my car. If I don't come back, you know I got it. If I come back, I might need you to take me home. And she said, okay.
And where was your car broke down?
It was right in the there's a little dead end thing right there. It was right there.
Okay. You were by yourself?
Mhm.
And when your car started, where'd you go from there?
I went straight home because I had to hurry up and get ready to go to work.
What time of the morning was this when you were over at Gail's house?
It's about 6:45.
6:45?
6:45 or 7, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And I was probably not even there. Probably not even 5-10 minutes, just long enough for me to pee, and I got me something to drink. And
Was there anyone with Gail?
nobody was there. Not that I know of. Now I didn't go in her bedroom, so I don't know. But not that I know of.
You didn't hear anyone else in there?
Mm-mm.
What did you fix yourself to drink?
Water.
Plastic cup, paper cup,
It was a green cup.
green cup?
Mhm.
Okay. You drank the water?
I drank. Yeah, I mean, I took a couple swallows of it.
What'd you do with the cup?
I put it in the sink.
I didn't see. Okay. When you showed up at her house, back door, front door?
Front door.
Front door?
Mhm.
Okay. How'd the house look?
It looked clean.
It did.
Mhm. There was kitty cats running around and her doggy running around.
Was she still in her pajamas?
She had work clothes on.
She did?
Mhm.
Do you recall what they were?
No, like I said, I think she had kind of an orangey top on or something, but I can't really remember.
How was her demeanor that morning?
Well, like I said, she came to the door and I told her what happened, and she's like, okay, well, I gotta go get ready, and she just took off to the bedroom. So we really didn't get a chance. Besides that, her handing me the toilet paper,
When you said that she was getting ready, you assuming she was referring to work?
that's what I assumed.
Okay. And then when you left, you went home.
I went straight home and got ready.
Got ready for?
For work. I got ready, took my son to school, and I went to work.
Okay. When you got to work, who was there?
Patsy.
Was she the only one there?
I think she was the only one there, yeah. Because Ben don't get there till about 9, and Carter did not got
What
there.
time did you get to work?
It was right about 8:30, I think.
What time are you supposed to be there?
8:30.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Considering you live on Houston Road, right?
Mhm.
Way out that way.
Mhm.
And where you were going is way over this way,
Mhm.
which is closer to
Right across the street from your work.
work. Why wouldn't you have gotten ready for work and then stop by there to get the lower tabs on the way to work?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I knew I had to get my son to school. I figured I'd have time to run over there, run back home, and everybody get ready and go.
Did you walk directly to Gale's when that morning?
Uh-huh.
You did?
Mhm.
Okay. You didn't knock on any doors or anything like that? Okay. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
You know?
Mm-mm.
Anyone you see regularly?
Mm-mm.
No one at all?
Been by myself since August.
When your car broke down, how did you know it could be the battery cable?
Because it does it often.
And why didn't you check it right then?
Well, because I had really thought about going to the house, and a lot of times if you just let it sit there for some reason, I don't know, if I just kept trying, it won't do. And I was kind of scared Gail had saw me ride by or something and be like, well, what is she doing over here? You know what I mean?
Why would you care?
Because I didn't want her to know I was going to buy floor tabs.
Well, she wouldn't have known.
She would have asked me what I was doing over there.
I was driving by seeing a friend.
Well, I know, but I didn't.
Did Gail ever use prescription pills?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. What other type of drugs do you use? And this is not a dope case. You can just feel free. You won't get in any trouble. Just feel free to, be honest.
I mean, sometimes I do coke if I go out, but that's not often.
Okay.
It's very rare.
Hard or soft?
What do you mean?
Crack or powder?
No, not the powder.
Powder?
Yeah.
Okay. If you go out, you mean?
Like go out partying or whatever.
Where do you generally go?
Downtown.
Right. Any place frequent?
Foul play, bottoms up, somewhere like that.
Who do you go with?
Some friends of mine.
Okay. How often do you go out?
Sometimes I go out every weekend, but I don't do coke every weekend.
No,
you know what I mean?
Um,
this first time I've been single since I was 17 years old. This past year, so.
Okay. Are you divorced?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Been married 4 times.
Friday. Now, after you got to work, you were at work all day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were very busy.
What time did you get off from work?
About 5:30.
Where'd you go from there?
I went home.
Okay.
My son. Yeah, I went home.
Directly home?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go from there?
We stayed at home until, I don't know, we went bowling about 9:30. We went to the bowling alley in Warner Robins.
Okay. The bowling alley in Warner Robins?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because they have the cosmic bowling, and the kids like it.
Mm-hmm. Both your kids were you?
Huh?
Your kids were with you?
Yeah, 2 of my kids, and then one of his friends, and his girlfriend, and then her friend.
Okay. Can you tell me anything about the kind of relationship that Calder and Gail had?
I know they were very close.
Uh-huh.
I always thought they had a thing until Calder started seeing Rebecca, and then when he started seeing Rebecca, I don't know, Gail and Calder's relationship kind of got a little different.
Why would you say that they had a thing?
I thought they might have had a thing. You know what I mean?
Why did you think that?
I don't know, just because they were so close. You know what I mean? She's worked there for so long, and it's just something I thought. She'd get mad at him. You know how you can kind of tell when a woman likes a man.
Who is this Rebecca?
Rebecca West, she's Calder's girlfriend.
Okay.
She works at the bank.
What bank?
BB&T, I believe.
Which one?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Where does Calder live?
I think he lives in River North.
River
I
North?
think. I'm not sure though.
You ever been over to his house?
No, I haven't. No, Patsy does all his running around.
Okay.
So the last time you were at Gail's house and y'all were having a couple of drinks was 2 or 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
How often would you say you did that?
We've only done it twice. And then we went out. Me and her and Patsy went out one night to Bonefish and had drinks. Gail was a real private person.
Mhm.
She didn't want people knowing her business. Like, she didn't even want Patsy to know that me and her were as close as we were because she thought Patsy would get jealous. You know what I mean? She was a very private person. She wouldn't tell Patsy some things, and she wouldn't tell me some things.
Well, now, and I mean, these are just questions I have to ask, okay?
I understand.
So don't get offended. When you said that y'all were as close as you were, how close do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, how close?
I mean, we were friends. We talked and...
Anything more?
No.
Okay. You get where I'm going?
Oh, I understand. Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. Did Gail ever speak with you or to say anything about any guys that she was seeing?
No.
And what's
I
that?
know about the one guy that about 4 or 5 years ago, she paid all this. She paid for him to go to Florida, paid for all his furniture. And I know about a year ago he tried to contact her and she told him to leave her alone because he took so much money from her.
Well, who's that guy?
I don't even know his name, but
Okay.
I know that I think that was probably the last boyfriend she's had.
Have you called her and Have you and Calder been over at Gail's house together?
No.
Okay.
Me and Calder's never really been anywhere together.
Okay. How do you feel? How do you feel? You know, about your relationship with Calder?
We're boss, and that's about it.
Not close.
No, not really.
Okay. Have you ever
Like I
known,
said, he's not there a lot.
have you ever known Calder to go over to Gail's house?
Not that I know of. Now, he did mention on Friday that he wished he had went over there and checked on her, and but I don't. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know too much about them two's relationship.
When did you see him Friday? When did he get to work?
Patsy went and picked him up, but I don't know what time it was.
Was it still morning time, or was it like after lunch?
It was morning time because we had closings, and he was there, I believe, before lunchtime.
And what was how was he acting that day? Anything stand out?
No, not really. He said he was worried about her, and
And why was he worried about her?
because she that's not like her not to come to work. It's not like her not to come to work as busy as we were. And he said he wondered if he should go over there. And that's pretty much it. He was just worried about her.
Did you tell them that you had been over to her house?
Mhm.
Okay.
Why did you tell him you had a friend with you?
Well, because I didn't want them to know I was trying to pick up lure tabs, so I was like, well, I had to go drop a friend off, and
Why did you tell them that you used her phone?
I didn't tell them I used her phone.
That's what they said.
Undoubtedly, they misunderstood me. Because I didn't use her phone.
Did you have your phone with you that morning?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they said that she even went so far to say that her phone was dead.
I think so. And you said she went in the house, but we were told that you said that you didn't go in the house.
No, I told him I went in the house because I even told him I had to pee.
I mean, we're just
Oh, I know.
telling you what what we know, what we've been told. Now, when you've gotten together at Daryl's house, has there ever been anybody else invited over?
Mm-mm.
It's just you and her.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all have drinks?
Yeah, we just had a couple drinks.
Yeah. Did y'all talk about anything in particular? I mean, tell me about that.
Not really. I mean, she talked about her grandkids, and I know her neighbor was real close to her. He did a lot for her. Like if something happened to the house, he come over there and fixed it, and she'd tell me stuff like that. And she always talked about how she wanted to move to Savannah and be with her grandkids, but she didn't think there was no way she could afford it. That's stuff like that, just normal girl talk.
Mm-hmm. Did you stop anywhere that morning, Friday morning, when you were on your way over there?
Mm-mm.
Nowhere at all?
Mm-mm.
You went directly there?
Mm-hmm.
And what was the route that you took?
I went down the interstate and then went down Bible.
You turned on?
Albermill, I
Albermill.
think that's the name.
Okay.
Yeah, Albermill.
You ever been to that house before?
No, like I said, that's why I kind of got scared. There was no lights on, and
Okay.
as far as I know, maybe she was just saying that. You know what I mean? I kind of chickened out
Why did you need Lord tabs that morning?
because I didn't have any, and I take them every day.
You do take them every day?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, where do you normally get them when you run out? I mean,
My doctor, and I think one of my friends stole some out of my pocketbook, and so I just kind of tried to take a chance. My grandma giving me sometimes if I need them.
you didn't think it was kind of funny that to me, it's just strange that the house you were going to is right there in the same block as Gail's house.
Well, I did. I mean, I really didn't realize it at first until I got over there, and I was like, "Oh, well, it's right there." And yeah, I mean, of course I did once I got there.
Once you got there, and you realized it was there, the house was there?
I mean, yeah, once I turned on the road, I said, "Oh, well, that's the girl is right there."
And Calder told us that night that you had never been over there before, that you didn't know where Gail lived.
I know where Gil lived. Calder probably don't know that I'd been over there, but I knew where Gil lived. Because like I said, Gail was a very private person. I'm sure she never told Calder that we had drinks, because a lot of times, like when we have drinks, she would talk about him, you know, and
What would she say?
how he aggravates her not being there, and it pisses her off, and she's just over it. And
You know, it's funny you say that because Calder said that you and her didn't get along very well.
Yeah.
no, we got along. We get along real good.
Really?
Yeah. We had our moments because we're so bullheaded and we're so much alike in the office, but we got along.
Well, my understanding is you call out sick to work a lot, you're late a lot, and you don't carry your load. That's the way I understand it.
Well, maybe if the computers worked, I could carry my load.
When was the last time you missed work?
Thursday.
Thursday. What happened Thursday?
I didn't feel good. I was sick.
You stay at home all day?
I believe so. I don't know.
You said you got over to Gail's at what time?
It's probably about 6:45, 7, somewhere around there.
Did she appear to be sick?
I mean, you could look at her and tell she didn't feel good, but she hadn't felt good all week. You know what I mean?
But she was getting ready for work.
That's what she said. She said, I gotta go back here and get ready. And she hauled butt to her bedroom. I don't know what y'all are thinking, but I love Gail. No matter if
Well,
we had our little moments at work or whatever, but I love my work and I love Gail a lot.
Well, I mean, we're not thinking anything in particular. You know, this is, you know, we have some questions we have to get
I know
answered.
you do.
Okay?
But I'm really upset about all
And
this.
like I told you, we're doing this with everyone, okay? So you're not being it's not being focused on you.
I know, but I know I was the last person there. And
Right. And, you know, I mean, you were the last
That
one.
we know of. I mean,
Right,
there might
I
have been
mean,
somebody
you know.
later that day that we ain't found out about.
Right.
yeah, that's true.
So, like I said, you know, we're not beating up on
I know.
on you, and you know, we're going to speak with everyone. So,
Okay.
can you give us a few minutes, and we'll be back in here.
Okay.
All right. If you need to make a phone call or anything like that, well, you got your cell phone with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay, Tracy, I appreciate you being patient. All right. Just a couple more questions. Now, what did you do Saturday?
I stayed at home. I didn't feel good.
All day?
Yeah, I was at home
Did
all
you go
day.
anywhere whatsoever?
I don't think I did.
You don't think you did?
Mm-mm. If I went anywhere, it was just to the store, because I went to McDonald's and we got some food, and after I ate a hamburger, it made me really sick. I threw up, and I laid down.
All right, you went to McDonald's?
Uh-huh.
Which one?
On Hartley Bridge.
Okay. What'd you buy? Just out of curiosity.
I bought a Big Mac for myself and bought the kids hamburgers and stuff.
How old are your kids?
17 and 15.
You bought Big Mac and what now?
I bought the kids some hamburgers,
Like, just regular?
McDoubles.
Oh, okay. All right. Around what time was that?
Probably about 1 or 2.
Who was with you?
Me and my son.
You and your son? Okay. I want to back up just to Friday. After you went there that morning, did you ever go back over to Gail's house that day?
No, I was at work.
You were?
Mhm.
Okay. No point.
No, I was at work. I went home. Me and the kids were at home. We went bowling. We went back home.
What time did you leave work?
5:30. Because Ben was still on a closing, and I asked him if it was okay for me to go, and he said yeah.
Okay. Did you see anybody around the neighborhood that morning when you?
Mm-mm.
What was the route that you walked?
I come up the road and went to the front.
Because I'm not really that familiar with the street.
Yeah,
So.
I came up the road and went. You know, there's like 3 houses right there, real close together, and I went around the front and went to the front door. Because the back door's in a little gate thing.
Well, what street was your car on?
The street right here. Her house is right here. My car was right here on this street.
And that's the same street as the guy that supposedly sells the
Yes.
drugs. All right.
And that's at Holly or wherever it is? That's where your car was parked at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
What kind of car did Gail drive?
Acura, a silver Acura.
You ever drove?
Mm-mm.
You ever been in it?
Mm-mm.
Did she ever let anyone drive it?
Not that I know of. I've never seen nobody drive it. She did. She was even gonna take Ben, the other attorney, to his house one day at lunch instead of just letting him drive her car. But he didn't. He walked home that day.
You've never been in the car,
Mm-mm.
so therefore your fingerprints would not be in the car.
Mm-mm.
Okay. What any special features about her car? Anything that like a vanity plate on it, or
I really don't know.
cracked windshield?
The most I see her car is when we're at work and it's parked in the parking lot. So I don't.
What kind of, did it have like factory rims on it?
I think so. I really haven't paid that much attention to her rims. I don't really pay much attention to people.
Was it a nice car?
Oh yeah, it's nice. It's a newer car, I believe. I think her son bought it for her. Actually, is what she told me.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
I don't know. Just a lot of things that don't make sense to me.
Yeah. Is there anything, Tracy, that you have left out here in this interview today? Because now would be the time to let us know.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad it is,
I don't think
you know,
so.
or anything like that. You know, now would be the time to come forward.
Yeah.
All right. You know, don't, you know, because if we find out something on the back end, then it doesn't look good for you. You see what I'm saying?
I understand.
Okay. So is there anything?
I don't think there is.
What you mean you don't think?
I mean, I think I've told you everything.
Do you have male friends? Any male friends?
I mean, a couple, but I don't really ever hang out with any male friends.
What are their names?
I have one friend named Jason Woody. Like I said, we don't really ever just hang out, just me and him, you know what I mean? I really don't have any male friends.
Okay.
I have friends I see when I go out and stuff, but none that I really hang out with.
Alright. And this number here is a good number to get in touch with you, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what kind of phone Gail had?
She had a little flip phone.
You don't know what kind it was? Like a Verizon or?
I have no idea.
You know her phone number?
Not by heart. Mm-mm.
Do you have it in your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see?
Yeah. I believe I have her number here. I just got this phone not long ago, and I might not have put it in here yet. Yeah, it's right there.
You ever text message her or anything?
Yeah, sometimes I text her if if I'm gonna be late or something, I'll text her and Patsy at the same time and let them know.
When was the last time you texted her?
It's been a while. I don't even know that I've texted her from that phone.
When was the
So you
last
called in sick Thursday, right?
Yeah, but I didn't text her.
Who'd you tell you weren't coming to work Thursday? Who'd you talk to?
Patsy, and I called her a message.
Okay. When was the last time you called Gail's phone?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know.
Has it been recently that you called?
No, it probably wouldn't have been recently. Because like I said, we've been so busy lately. We went to work, and we just kind of wanted to get out of there.
When you generally call in sick, who do you generally call?
I called her, or I'll send Patsy a message and let her so they'll know. because
Okay.
Calder's not there.
Now, did you text Patsy Thursday, or did you call her?
I text Patsy Thursday, and I
Okay.
left Calder a voicemail.
Okay. Trey, do you have anything else?
Not right now.
So your apartment number 1714?
Yes, sir.
Is there a A, B, or 1, 2, is there anything? Okay, so it's just 1714.
Mhm.
Okay. And you can be reached anytime at this phone number?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, this will conclude it for right now. I might need to come back and talk to you later some
Okay.
more.
I understand.
All right.
Okay. Y'all gonna take me back to work?
No, you gotta walk.
Yeah. I walk a lot, so that might be alright.
How are you doing today?
Okay, I'm tired.
You tired?
Yeah.
Why are you tired?
We got so much work at work.
Uh-huh.
It's driving me crazy. It's
Is it?
stressful. Yeah.
Stressful?
It's very
Stre-
stressful.
How you been sleeping?
I sleep. I have thyroid disease, so I sleep pretty good anyway.
So you haven't been sleeping very well.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I wanted to talk to you again about Friday morning, the 5th of October.
Okay.
Now, let's go over what happened with you that morning, okay?
Okay.
Tell me everything from that starting, okay?
When I got up.
When you got up, and
Okay.
let's go through the story.
All right, I got up, and I realized that, I realized the night before I didn't have any more Lord tabs.
Right.
Okay, and I remember my friend had told me that there was a guy over there. I might have been on the wrong road. I don't even know.
Who's
but
your friend?
Brandy.
Brandy.
She had told me that, that she knew a guy. His name was Eric. He lived on Holly Mill something. She kind of gave me the directions. And so I said, all right, well, I'm going to get up, and I'm going to go over there and see if the lights are on or something. I'll
Mhm.
knock on the door and let him know I know her.
Mhm.
So I got over there, and like I said, I might have been on the wrong road. I don't know, but I chickened out. There was no lights on none of the houses on that road. So my car wouldn't crank. So I walked up to Gail's because I knew Gail lived there. I was kind of scared she'd see me ride by and she'd be like, well, what are you doing over here? You know what I mean? So I knocked on the door. She came to the door. I said, Gail, can I have something to drink? My car broke down and I got to pee. I had to pee really bad.
Right.
She said, yeah. So we walked, and she walked me into the bathroom. There was no toilet paper, and I had to holler, Gail, there's no toilet paper. So she just cracked the door and, kind of threw it in there to me. Well, I came out, and I said, well, get me something to drink. She kind of stayed in her bedroom the whole time. And I got me something to drink, and I heard the door shut because I was at the sink. And so I hollered through the door. I said, Gail, I'm going to go try my car. If I don't come back, you'll know I got it. But if not, I'm going to have to come back. You might have to take me home so I can get ready to come to work. And
Why'd you go over to Gail's?
I just told you that.
Why did you go over there?
Why?
Mhm.
Because I was kind of scared she saw me ride by her or something, because I knew she was up, because she's told me she gets up early every morning.
So if you were scared that she saw you ride by, why would you go over there?
Because I was scared she saw me. And then she'd be like, well, what are you doing over here? And I'm not going to say,
Okay.
well, I'm over here trying to find some drugs.
All right, so anyway,
You know what I mean?
so you go back to your car.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
Okay. I get back to my car, and I try it, and it cranks up. And so I go. And I go home. I get my son up. I get him ready for school. I get ready. I take him to school, and I go straight to work.
Your son.
My 15-year-old.
Okay, 15. I thought you said you had two.
I do, but the 17-year-old don't go to school.
Okay. What's their names?
Scott and Dominic.
Scott and Dominic.
Mhm.
Okay. So you get dressed, take them to school, and then what?
I went straight to work
What time did you get to work?
about 8:30.
Okay. What kind of car were you driving?
My car,
Your car?
Mhm.
And you have what?
Honda Civic,
Okay. What color?
silver.
All right. Was there anybody with you
When
you went over to where Gail lives at?
no, nobody was with me. I
Nobody
by
was in the
myself.
car?
Mm-mm.
Did you ever use Gail's phone?
No, I did not use Gail's phone.
Okay. All right. What was wrong with your car?
I think the battery cable gets loose sometimes because it does it on me often.
Okay.
And
So usually when it don't crank, the first thing you would do is check that battery cable, right?
that or just sit there for a little bit and it'll finally crank. I don't know why it does it, but I guess it needed tightening.
But that morning you decided not to sit there and wait or jiggle around with it. You just walked over to Gail's.
Yeah, I was nervous. I was scared because I never knew this guy. I'm not one to go buy drugs. I really didn't know what to do with myself. You know what I mean? So I said, well, I'm just going to walk over to Gail's. I was scared she'd saw me, give me something to drink. I was about to die of thirst, and I had to pee really bad. So I said, I'll just walk up here. And I knew she had been sick. You know, she was sick Wednesday. I didn't get to see her Thursday at work.
What was she wearing? Was she in her pajamas?
No, I think she had on work clothes.
Like what?
I'll be honest, I can't remember. It seems like it was like an orangey top or something like that. But no, she had work clothes on. I know it wasn't pajamas.
Okay.
And she told me, she said, well, I got to get ready. And she, like I said, she hauled back to her bedroom. It was like she didn't want to deal with me or something.
She got a glass of water, right?
Yeah, I got me a glass of water.
Okay. Was it a glass, a cup?
It was a green cup.
Green cup. Okay. So you remember it was a green cup, but you can't remember what Gail was
Yeah,
wearing.
but I guess because I looked at it. But like I said, because she came to the door and she like hauled back to her bedroom.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you what I had on that
All right.
morning.
Well, let's do this. Let me go ahead and let you know this, okay?
Okay.
All right. And I'm not trying to be rude or mean. All right. But I am going to be firm with you.
Okay.
All right, Tracy. The lower tab deal, going over there to Eric's and everything. All right. I've already confirmed that's a lie. That's
No,
a lie.
that's not a
Listen,
lie.
listen to me.
Okay.
Listen, Tracy. I don't know if you have done gotten yourself. I don't know if you were involved in this from the beginning or if you got drug into it and didn't mean to. But your story about going over there to get drugs, I've already been talking to people that said no, it's a lie, okay? And the fact that you knew where Gail lived at, no, that's a lie too. All
Okay.
right. So listen, the only thing you're going to do is make it harder on yourself. So
Okay.
let's stop the bullshitting. Do you want to help yourself or do you want to go deeper? And get
I'm not bullshitting. I don't know what happened to her. She was fine when I left. That's all I know. How would I have anything to do with what happened to her?
I also know that you weren't alone.
Yes,
Also
I was
that-
alone.
No.
Yes,
Tracy,
I was
no.
alone. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Negative. You were not.
Okay.
You have kids.
Yes, I do.
Okay. You have a 15-year-old,
Yes, I do.
right? And how old's your other?
17.
Okay. You're 15-year-old, right? He's still in school, still basically a baby,
Yes.
everything else, okay? You need to start thinking about him, okay?
I know that.
All right? So you need to start thinking about him. Now, are you going to keep lying to me or not?
I'm not lying. Why would I have anything to do with any
Tracy,
of this?
we know better. Tracy,
You know better.
we know better.
Okay.
Okay? We know better. All right? We know. We know things already. All right?
Okay.
So now you're going to sit here and lie or not?
I mean, I'm not lying. I've told you everything.
All right? You didn't go over there to get no lower tabs.
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. Who gave you the information?
My friend Brandy.
Brandy who?
Fulford.
Okay. So if I talk to Brandy, is Brandy going to say, yeah, I told her?
I'm sure she will, but her husband don't know she takes lower tabs, so I
Uh-huh.
don't know.
Okay.
But she told me that. I don't have anything to do with none of this, and it's really breaking my heart that I like Gail. I love Gail.
All right.
I don't know what happened to Gail, but I know that
She's dead.
I know she's dead,
Okay.
and you don't think that don't upset all of us?
All of us is in who?
Me and everybody at work.
Yeah.
It's driving us crazy.
Let's do this, Tracy, okay? Let's do this. Let's put it, all right, you are there at Gail's house that morning. Gail is getting ready, you said, to go to work,
It looked like she was to me.
okay? Gail doesn't show up to work, all right?
And we all thought that was weird.
Okay? Then, Saturday morning, at 3:30 Saturday morning, she's found dead in her house, still with her work clothes on. You are the last person to see her
But
alive.
that don't mean I had anything to do with it.
I don't know. You're the
I
one,
know I
you're going to
did.
have to convince me.
I
of that.
know I didn't.
Why do you think why do you think I was telling you? I don't know if there's something that you got drug into.
I promise you, I'd have
Okay.
no. If I knew what happened to her, I would have done came to you and told you, because I'm that type of person. I would have done came down here and said, this is what I think happened, or this is what. I don't know. It was
We've
just
got-
a coincidence.
Listen, I've got two different versions that you told about what happened. That you were taking a friend home, and
And I
that.
told you why I told my work
All
that.
right. That doesn't make any sense.
I didn't want them to know I was over there looking for drugs.
You didn't have to tell them that. Tracy.
Okay, well,
But that doesn't, you see, let me put yourself in my shoes. Would that make any sense to you?
I understand why it don't make no sense to you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But that was the way I I mean, if you think I had anything to do with that, why would I even tell my work I went by there? I mean, that would have been stupid.
That's
Hello?
right. That's right. I don't know. I've seen a lot of
It's
stupid
a
things.
coincidence. I am.
All of this is
promise
just a
you
coincidence.
that I happen to be by there. Of course it is. I can never do nothing to hurt anybody.
I didn't say that you hurt him.
And I couldn't have anything to do with any of it. There's no way I could have anything to do with her. I
Tracy.
loved her. I can't even handle that job without her there. It's driving me crazy.
Tracy, listen, I know, okay? I don't, but there's
You
more
don't
to
know how stressed I am. You have no idea without her there. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me nuts. I really just want to quit my job because I don't know that I can do it without her there. But I can't leave him there with it because none of them, like, we have a closing day at 3 o'clock. None of them know how to do it but me. And I just had to walk up and leave everything.
Well, I think
And
it's-
they don't know how to do it. And I can't walk up and leave them like that. I promise you, if I know anything or if I knew anything, I would be the first one down here telling you. Now, if y'all think I had something to do with it, I mean, what do I need to do?
First of all, he's not saying you had anything to do with it.
No.
He's saying you have a lot more information.
I
And
don't,
you don't-
I don't
you may
think
not even
I
realize
have
it.
any more information.
Because the people that we got in this, you know every single one of them. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What did I tell you, Tracy? I told you. We know things. We already know. Okay? We already know, Tracy. Yes, Tracy, we do.
Okay, I'm confused.
The people, the same people that you know, okay, are involved in this.
I don't understand how I would know anybody involved in any of this.
Who all do you know?
I mean, I know a lot of people, but
I asked you yesterday, who all are the people that you hang out with or that you're around? You were only able to give me one name. I had one of your coworkers came down here and was able to give me 3 or 4 names that that they know that you have mentioned that you hang around with.
well, I mean, of course I have friends like my friend Tessa and
Tessa, okay, keep going.
Tessa and let me think, another girl named Tess, Brandy. I mean, I have friends I hang out with.
I even asked you about guy friends. You were only able to give me, what was the name that you gave me?
Jason Woody. I
Jason
know a
Woody.
Jason Law. I mean, but I don't really hang out with any guy friends.
Okay. I didn't say nothing about hanging out. All right. People that you know, people that you may socialize with from time to time. You know, you were only able to give us that Jason Woody's name yesterday. Is that right?
That's right.
Your coworker came down here, and I asked her about names that you may have brought up, people that you hang out with or whatever, and she was able to give me a Mike, a John, a Brent, and she's just a coworker.
Okay, first off, I don't know no Mike. Oh, Mike Wadsworth. That's my friend Stephanie's husband.
Okay.
I know a Brent Joyner, but me and him don't even talk or anything.
Who was Brent Joyner?
I went to school with him.
Okay.
Scott Chapman knows him.
Okay.
But I'll never talk to him or hang out with him. And who was the other one?
There was a John.
The only John I know is John Rowland, I believe, and that was my third husband's best friend, and I don't never talk to him. So I don't know where them names came from.
What about friends of your son's? They come over to your house?
I mean, he's got friends.
Like who?
Let's see, Jeremy and Daniel don't really come over there anymore. I'm trying to think. Jeremy, Hunter, Nick. I mean, he's got a lot of friends that come in and out of there.
Anybody that frequents often?
Yeah, they all do. They
all
all come
frequent
over there
often.
just about every day.
Who else?
I mean, you really want me to sit here and name all their names? My son's friends wouldn't have nothing to do with this.
Okay.
They're
Did I say they would?
16 to 17 years old.
That doesn't mean nothing. We've worked where 14-year-olds have killed people. Okay? All right.
I guess I just can't imagine that.
It happens.
I'm
Trust me,
sure it
Tracy,
does, but I can't imagine that it would happen. I couldn't never imagine anything like this would happen again.
Well, it did.
I know
Tracy.
it did, and I can't stand it, and I'm
Okay.
sorry, but I don't know how more I can help you.
You said you know a Brett. Who?
A Brent Joyner?
Brent Joyner? Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. How about Brett Kelly?
That's my son's friend.
Okay. You didn't name him?
I mean, I forget some of them. I
You just
told
popped that
you.
right off your tongue right then. Okay.
I just told you that he's got a lot of friends. A lot. And
But that name, as soon as I said it, it wasn't like, well, hold on a second.
because they're friends.
Okay? You were able to pop that name right out your mouth. Okay? You went over to Gale's for a specific reason. It wasn't because your car broke down. Like I said, I don't know, okay, if you were put into this situation, okay, and I'm sorry if you were, and you didn't want to be, but you were drug into it, or I don't know if you were in on it from the get-go. Okay? But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to tell us. All right?
I don't know what else I can tell you.
Hold on. What business is at 233 Peachtree Street, Atlanta, Georgia?
It's a passport place.
Why would you need a passport place?
Because I would like to go out of town one day.
Out of town,
Yeah.
one day.
I plan on me and my kids and going to the Bahamas or somewhere as soon as we can, just for a couple of days.
Are you aware that it's an expedited passport place?
No, what does that
That
mean?
means they do it fast,
Oh,
2 weeks,
Boom.
and it costs a lot of money.
yeah, I understand.
You know, you can get a passport at CVS.
Yeah.
No,
Walgreens.
I didn't know you could just go in.
Yeah, it
and
just
get
takes
one.
longer, and it only costs a little bit of money.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
When did you contact this passport place?
I don't know, one day last week.
One day last week.
You don't remember what day?
No, I don't remember what day.
Who'd you speak to?
What do you mean, who did I speak to? I called them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And who all was planning on going with you on this trip?
Well, I want to take my boys, but there's some things I have to get their daddy to do.
Who's their
So-
daddy?
Leonard Scott Daniel.
Leonard Scott Daniel.
Mhm.
Okay. So, why would Brett's name be involved in it?
Because him and my son are very good friends, and he wanted to go with us.
You said one day. You're talking like it's going to be next week.
Well, I mean,
Tracy.
I would like to go soon, to be
You don't know if
honest
that
with you.
boy next. I mean, you're talking about one day. You said no. You said one day, Tracy. You said one day. Now, if I tell him one day, I'd like to get married. That could be a
5
year,
years
5,
from now.
10 years from now. But I'm not going to go out and buy an engagement ring.
You're taking my words and you're protruding them.
We're telling you exactly how we take it. All right.
That's what you told us. I'm
That's what
just
you said.
repeating exactly back to you. I just said you said one day. That doesn't mean next week. If you were going to go next week or next month or even a year, then you would have said, well, we're getting ready. We have plans just like people do on a cruise. Well, next year we're going to go on a cruise. But you said one day. One day. And then you said, Brett, one day I'm going to take Brett. Do you see, Tracy, it's not adding up. Everything's
I completely understand. It's not adding up. I completely do. But I've told y'all everything. I've
No.
told you everything.
No, Tracy, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No.
Okay.
Well, here's the deal. I'm going to go on and let you know this now.
Okay.
All right? How do you think that Gail died?
I don't know. All I know is what Patsy told me.
Okay. Homicide. Do you know what homicide means? That means
Murder.
murder. She was murdered, Tracy. The person that you worked with every single day, okay, this 58-year-old woman that has a son that had 2 little grandbabies, okay, all right, that she loved, all right, she was murdered. She didn't commit suicide. She
I
didn't
didn't
fall
think
and
she
hit her
committed
head.
suicide.
She was murdered by someone.
Brutally.
Brutally murdered. And possibly even raped. Yes, Tracy, raped. Yes, she was raped. Okay, asphyxiation, which means she was held down. Okay, and someone suffocated her to death. All right, not pretty. Okay, I just left the autopsy. All right, this woman who's never hurt anyone in her life, that's done everything and that she's supposed to do. She raised a child, single mother, on her own, worked hard every single day to provide a life for him. Okay? Every day. She's worked. She's 58 years old, she was still getting up every day and going to work. All right? Hadn't hurt a soul, never been in trouble in her life, paid all her bills, done exactly what she was supposed to do, and then someone comes inside her house and kills her. And not only killed her, but possibly even sexually assaulted her. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel awful.
Okay? And the last person that was there
Wasn't me.
was you.
I know.
Okay.
How you think that makes me feel?
I didn't say that you killed her, Tracy. I didn't say that. I did not say that at all. I've never said that. But you know more, and we already know. If you hadn't figured that out by now, come on. I'm trying to give you a rope to pull yourself out of this, girl. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to give you a rope. Now, you can do one of two things. Either you can take it and save yourself, or you can drown with the rest of them.
I don't know anything else than what I've told you.
All right, well.
I wish I did. I wish I could sit here and tell you something that would help, but I don't.
You want to, Tracy. I can look in your
I
face.
don't know. If I had something to tell you, I swear to God I would tell you, because I love Gail.
Everybody that knew you and Gail said that you and Gail did not get along.
And yet we didn't get along in the office sometimes,
Okay.
but we talked all the time.
You talked all the time?
Yeah, we would sit down in there in that break room, in the smoke room in Calder's office, and she would tell me things about her and her family and... I promise I would tell you. If I knew more, I would tell you.
You said earlier that if I spoke to Brandy, your friend that told you where this Eric lived at, right? Mm-hmm. That she would say that she did, didn't she? She gave you directions. Let me go ahead and let you know something. I had Brandy Fulford, okay, who is now Brandy Case, down here yesterday after you left.
Okay.
And Brandy says she don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, because she don't want her husband
No.
to know.
She's not going to get herself involved in this, okay? She sat right here and said she don't have a clue what you're talking about. And she doesn't even know Eric. Said that you guys aren't even really that close.
Oh, I know you're lying now because we're very close.
I'm not lying.
Okay. Well, she lied because we're very close. We talk almost every day.
I don't know, your definition of close doesn't seem to be the same as ours.
No. We've got your co-workers and everything else saying that Gail didn't care too much for you because of
Okay,
your
well,
work
Gail
ethic.
didn't care too much for me. I had no idea about it. Because as far as I knew, me and Gail were fine.
Well, you know, we have fingerprints. Okay, and house and fingerprints and stuff like that and all. All right, so you know people's prints are going to be at the house. All right. So your prints are going to be there.
They should be. I mean, I walked in there.
All right. And see, generally, you know what I was talking to you earlier about, okay, and you sit here and say that I don't have no involvement with it or whatever, all right. Now what's going to happen, because generally, all the suspects, usually during the interviews, they're going to admit to it because they know about these fingerprints, right? Mm-hmm. And then what's going to happen when they say Tracy was there?
Ain't nobody going to say I was there.
They're not? You sure about that?
I'm positive.
Okay.
I'm positive.
Because we've already talked to other people before we brought you down
That's
to Tracy.
fine, because they're not going to say I was here.
Right.
I was there, whatever. You know I was in the house. I told you I was in the house.
The second time.
I was
first
not
time.
in no house the second time.
The first time you told your coworkers you never even went in the house and that you used
No,
the restroom.
I did too tell them I went in the house because I told them I had to pee.
Why are they're adamant about it?
I don't know, because I told them I had to pee and I was about to die of thirst. I was so thirsty.
Well, they don't have any reason to lie, Tracy.
Well, undoubtedly they don't just remember or something, because I know what I said. I told them I went in the house.
They gave a pretty vivid story about what you said the first time to them that morning when you got to work.
Okay. I don't know.
Glad I didn't eat lunch because I'm getting fed a lot of shit today.
Yeah.
Why would Brett need a passport?
Because we were all going to go out of town.
You were all going to go out of town. You said that before. Obviously out of the country.
Yeah.
You don't need a passport to go to Alabama.
No.
No, but you do if you want to go to Mexico, if you want to go on a cruise. Or
how about Canada? Whoops, that one caught you
Yeah,
off
you need
guard.
one in Canada too.
Mhm. Why would he get one in Canada?
What do you mean in Canada? He didn't get a passport in Canada.
Did? You sure
Not that I
about?
know of.
No, you know what? You gonna sit here and you just gonna bullshit me all day long, aren't you?
I'm not bullshitting you.
Yes, you are.
I mean, you don't even have a trip planned, according to you. And he goes and get a passport just like that?
It was just something we decided to go up there and get a passport.
Did y'all go up there together and get one?
Yeah,
What day?
Thursday.
The day you called out sick and said you taking your mama to the
Yeah.
wherever?
Grady. Hospital, Emory, something like that.
Emory Hospital. Yeah.
Humor.
See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Who all was with y'all? I know there was more than just you and Brett.
It was me and Brett and his sister,
Who's his sister?
Courtney,
Courtney who?
Kelly.
Courtney Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
How about a Shelley Kelly?
I don't know no Shelley Kelly.
Did you see one? Okay.
I understand.
Now, why would he go up there and get a passport for Canada that day?
I don't know. I didn't know that he got one for Canada.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there, but I didn't. I mean, when you get a passport, I didn't realize it had where you were going.
There is no way, Tracy, that you're going to drive someone to Atlanta to get a passport and not know where they're going. Just out of curiosity, if I took this man to Atlanta, if he said to me, hey, can you take me up to Atlanta to get a passport? All right? There's going to be a conversation at some point. Where are you going?
Where are you going? What you doing?
Yeah.
Because I just told you that. We were all planning on going somewhere.
Where?
I just told you. Okay. I mean, come on.
You haven't told us where.
No.
I told you I want either we were Mexico or we could take a
Those
cruise.
are just a bunch of. That's just.
You're just naming off
Yeah, you
names.
just naming
Exactly.
stuff.
So when I go get my kids' passports, we can just get up and go if we want to. It ain't got to be no rigmarole.
I just asked you, where did you get the passport for, and you said you didn't know?
No, I told you a minute ago, so we could all go together. No, where he was good. I didn't know you could get a passport and say, okay, I need a passport to go to such and such.
Tracy,
What?
let me just be blunt with you. You're full of shit.
Okay.
And there isn't anybody in this room that believes you.
Okay.
What was it? Did you get a phone call to come over there and pick somebody up?
No, I
To
did
Gail's
not.
house? Is that what that was?
No.
Is that what it was? That's why you didn't get dressed for work yet. That's why you had to run over there, pick them up, and then go back and get dressed, and then go into work.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No.
Did you take someone over there?
No, I did not. I went by myself.
Oh, Tracy. Who's Lisa?
I don't know Elisa.
You don't know Elisa at all. You sure about that?
I'm pretty positive. I don't know
Is
Elisa.
it positive or not?
I don't know it. That I can think of. No, I don't think I know Elisa.
Lisa Kirby.
I don't
Doesn't
know.
sound familiar to you?
Who?
Lisa Kirby.
I don't don't think I know Elisa Kirby.
Does that sound familiar?
She's related to Brett.
I don't know her.
What's your relationship with Brett?
He's my son's friend.
Is he?
Anything else?
No.
Ain't what I'm getting.
Okay, do I need an attorney? Because,
I didn't say you did.
I mean, y'all are sitting here acting like I had something to do with this, and I did not.
We're
I
saying
most
that
definitely did
we're
not.
saying that all these people's names have come up. All
But you
right.
know.
I don't understand how.
But you know.
I don't know Elisa Kirby. I don't know Shelly Kelly. Yeah, I know some of
Well,
these
we'll take
other
Courtney
people.
Kelly. That's close
Yeah,
enough.
we'll take Courtney Kelly. That's fine.
Brett.
Yeah. You know Brett. But all these people that you know, Tracy, that you know.
No forced entry into her house over there. Somebody didn't break in and do it to her.
I mean, I don't know how they got in. It ain't like I have a key to let them in.
No, but she knows you.
I was there for 5 minutes.
And that same day, she ends up murdered.
I know that. And I feel like shit. But I didn't have anything to do with it.
And you said they.
What are you talking about?
You said they. I never. Who said that there was more than one person over their house?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, they? I said I didn't have anything to do with it.
I'll talk to you further, Tracy. If you need to make a phone call or something like that, go ahead.
I don't know a lot about this case, okay? I only know certain aspects and so forth. It's a horrible thing what happened. Tracy, what I want you to understand is these investigators that are in here, they work hard, they're very good at what they do. Very good at what they do. And when I heard your name, I said, hey, I'll go pick her, I'm familiar with her. Their attitude wasn't that you've done anything wrong. They felt like they'd been lied to, okay? But it was that there's a missing link there that you hold, that they already know you hold. But see, the problem is this right here. They want to believe everything you're telling them.
I don't understand what
That's what I'm about to explain it to you. Everything, they want to believe everything you're telling them, but because there's one little piece here that you're not going to tell them, makes them wonder how much of this other they can believe, okay? And nobody here is saying that you committed a crime, okay? Nobody here is saying that you knew for sure that somebody else committed a crime. It's kind of like, for instance, you know, we come up together. If you saw me walking down the road and I needed a ride, you may pick me up and give me a ride. Or if I had happened to bump into you, let's say at the bar a couple nights ago, you say, hey Scott, here's my number, call me sometime. And then all of a sudden 2 days later, I say, hey Tracy, I know I just bumped into you, blah, blah, I need a ride, can you come get me? And you come pick me up. You may not know I got $10,000 worth of dope in my pocket.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay? And you may not realize that that we breaking the law riding down the road. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you get a phone call and you trying to help me out. Shit, man, next thing you know, the police picking you up. What the hell?
I understand.
What you mean? But if you said, hell, I didn't even see Scott Chapman, they're going to be like, well, wait a minute. We know she saw Scott Chapman. Damn, she must have knew he had that dope and she's worried about getting in trouble.
I understand.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you said, yeah, I picked this dumb ass up. Yeah, I gave him a ride. What's the fucking problem? They'd go, yeah, she didn't know he had that dope.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to lie.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's all it is. Nobody here, you know, nobody here thinks you're a horrible person. Nobody here thinks you're a bad person. Nobody here thinks that truthfully, they just think you're scared. Okay? A friend of yours got killed. Okay?
Yeah.
And the last thing you want to do is be implemented as part of that. Even if it was by accident. Because the last thing you want to have to deal with that at work. You know,
Yeah.
you know, hey, yeah, these fools that got me tied into something. I didn't know what was going on. And it's hard for somebody in those shoes to say that because they're worried how they're going to be judged out there. Okay? And so trust me when I tell you I feel your pain. Okay? But trust me when I tell you that little bit of pain ain't nothing. You understand? That's something you can get over in time. You understand? Mm-hmm. This is something very serious that ain't going anywhere. That little bullshit that you may be worried about people at work or something like that, looking at you sideways or what people on the streets may think, okay, who cares, man? You've got to be honest with them.
That's the thing, though. I am being honest. I don't understand.
Sweetheart, I want you to understand something. My heart goes out to you. I know you gotta hate this room right here.
I do.
Because it wasn't that long ago you was in
I
there.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know you gotta hate this room. You're not telling the whole truth. And all right, listen to me now. I'm real good at what I do. Okay? And it's always tough in my job when I'm in a room or like this with somebody I know. Okay? Because I know where your heart. I know you love them babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You love them babies. Everybody's always talked about how you love them babies. So there's nothing that anybody's going to say that's going to make me look at you like a horrible person. You understand?
Yeah.
People who don't know you don't know you. Okay? But it's real important. We don't want people to look at you like a horrible person. If you continue not to tell the truth about everything, they don't know you like I do. They don't know that maybe you got directed down the wrong path by some bullshit, that you're not a heinous person, okay? I can tell them all day long.
Yeah.
And they love me. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to wonder, well, Chapman said it straight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, at the end of the day, when they know what they know, and you're sitting here going, what are you talking about? I'm going to go ahead and tell you, even though I know you, and even if I didn't know you, that whole bullshit about I just happened to be in that neighborhood that morning and my car broke down and it started back up. I mean, if it was my own mother sitting here, I'd be going, damn, Mom, you should have come up with some better shit than that. You know?
I mean, that really is what happened.
I understand, but I'm just saying, I just said, Mom,
I mean, if
you
I
don't
had
dig
anything
that
to
all
do with
up.
just like I told you, if I had anything to do with that, why would I have even told
The same
anybody
reason
I
they
was
all
out
do.
there? I would never went to work and told them that.
That's the same reason they all do, sweetheart. See, that doesn't mean anything to an investigator, and I'm going to tell you why. I've never interviewed a murder suspect that didn't put himself there prior to the murder. You know why? Because they already know we're going to get their fingerprints. And if they say they weren't there at all, and we get their prints, they're done.
Yeah.
So they always say, yeah, I was there earlier
I've
that
been
day.
in our house before.
I understand,
so.
but see, we can tell by certain tests, like a fingerprint, whether that fingerprint was put there 3 months ago or it was put there yesterday.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we can tell stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and anybody who watches CSI on TV, you know, I mean, I hate those shows. They tell everybody what we can do.
Yeah.
But they all say, yeah, I was there, but I wasn't there when that happened because they don't want to get caught in that lie.
Yeah.
So they always admit to being there. So by you saying, if those investigators come in here, if you say, well, why would I do that? Sweetheart, every one of them's always done it. They always do that. That's all part of it. But the thing about it is, because I know you're not capable of doing what I know happened to this woman.
Yeah.
Okay? But there's no doubt in my mind, sweetheart, regardless of what you say, and that's what, you know, when they come out and they talk to me, they tell me, and I shake my own head because I said, that don't even make no sense. I don't know why she's saying it like that. And I asked them, I said, I'm going to go around there and talk to her. And this isn't my case. So I wouldn't even be in here right now if they hadn't approved it. But I said, I know her, give me an opportunity to go in and just talk to her.
You know me, I take Lord halves. I have to take them. I have arthritis everywhere, and I have to take them. A friend of mine stole half my Lord halves out of my pocketbook.
Who?
I think it was either Brandy or it was Amy, my cousin Amy. It was either one of them. I don't know which one. They both have.
Because you met up with Amy downtown not too long ago.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. We real good about finding out everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you are.
So
I mean, anyway, I knew I was out, and she had done told me about this person. And
Who is she?
Brandy. I don't care what she says she did.
because you know I had Brandy sitting in that chair yesterday.
I'm sure, but she's gonna tell you she
It
didn't.
didn't take me but about 5 seconds to find her.
Yeah, she's gonna tell you she didn't.
Let me tell you something though.
Just like she's saying we're not close.
Let
me and her
me
are
explain
close.
something to you about Brandy or about people in general. There's certain things that we do, to ensure that we're being told the truth. Like, for instance, if I say, did you rob that marathon? No. So didn't. Did you rob that Conoco last week? Yeah, I robbed that Conoco. Now, why admit to the Conoco and not admit to the marathon? See what I'm saying? Brandy, we talked to Brandy and we got a lot of truth out of Brandy, I feel like. Okay? Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you every aspect of our conversation because it wouldn't be fair to those investigators.
Yeah.
But the truth is, I don't give a shit what Brandy told you. There's too many things in that just sounds like bullshit. And I'm telling you, I'm only telling you this because I don't want to see you look like a monster. You can continue to tell them what you want to, but they know it's bullshit. Okay? Alright? Now, they may let you chill in here for 5 minutes. They may let you chill in here for 15 minutes before they come back. But trust me when I tell you, if you continue to tell that lie, and I'm not saying that you got to say, Scott, that ain't a lie. You ain't got to tell me nothing. I'm only telling you that if you continue to tell that lie, they already know it's a lie. They can prove that lie. They already know it. I'm only reason why I'm in here right now, and I'm not going to tell you how they can prove it. The only reason why they're asking you isn't because they want to know. They just want to see how honest of a person you are. That's it. Because they already know the truth. You understand? They're just trying to figure out what side of the fence you're standing on. You understand? Because it's kind of like Shane to me. Everybody knows I love Shane Anderson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, if something ever happened and with Shane, and I was the one that interviewed him, people gonna have to wonder, what came first? My loyalty to Shane or my loyalty to the job? Regardless of no matter how well I do my job, no matter how hard I work to keep my integrity intact here, there's always gonna be that people that we work around them every day that always gonna think the worst, always wonder, Tracy, you're lying. Now you can continue to lie if you want to, but they already know it. Okay? They know you're lying. It's only a matter of time before things blow up and you go, damn, I wish I'd have told them. And the truth is, one, I won't lie. Even if I knew specific dynamics about this case, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Okay? But the truth is, I don't know. I only know bits and pieces, and the only reason why they're coming to me with it is because it's you that's sitting here and they know I know you. And they come to me, hey man, she this kind of person, she this kind of person. I'll be like, look man, she's a good mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's a good mama. I say, you know, she likes to party. Shit, how many times you seen me drunk in a club? I like to party. You know what I mean? I mean, if she's guilty of that, I'm guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my babies. I love to drink and act stupid too. You know what I'm saying? I said, that's what I know about her. You know, it is what it is. And, but when they say, well, Scott, this is what she's telling us. I'm like, and I'm going, okay. And they're saying, Scott, look. And I'm going, oh shit, why would she lie about that? Because Tracy, I know you're lying. They're very good at what they do. I've seen what it is. You're lying. Yes. It's okay. I don't judge you. For whatever reason you want to lie, that's on you. Because this is the thing. It's like back in my wild days when I've always been a good daddy and always been the best husband. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women in my life here and there, this and that. And I can remember being confronted. I'd have to make a choice right then. Okay? If I was going to lie, I was going to have to be willing to carry the weight of that lie. You know what I'm saying? Well, I could tell the truth, okay, and deal with what comes. That's a choice I had to make many times in my life, okay? You are making that choice right now, okay? But we're not talking about a man. We're not talking about your boyfriend or your husband thinking you're cheating. We're talking about a dead woman. You understand? There's a lot of weight there. You feel me? And my heart goes out to you because if you lie, you're going to be carrying the weight of that. Okay? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They can prove that lie all day long. And I'm just letting you know that. Don't lie to them anymore. Because that little bit of bullshit that you're lying about, let it go, man. I'm telling you, I know the lies that you told. I've seen it. I can look at it. And I'm telling you now, unless you want every bit of this right here on this table to look like a lie, when you may be telling the truth about all the way up to here and lying about this. But when you lie about this, guess what all this becomes in their eyes?
Yeah.
A fucking lie. It's all a lie to them, because how can they believe anything you say? Just kind of like how, let's say you drop me off somewhere. They may say, hey, did you pick Scott Chapman up? Really? You can go, hell no, because you didn't. You dropped me off. But they're only giving you an opportunity to say, no, I dropped him off. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or if they say, hey, did you drop him off? No, I picked that motherfucker up. He went home with me. You know what I'm saying? He stayed with me all night.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to tell you what to say. They got to know that you read into it and you were wanting to be honest. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
There's really no point in continuing to lie to them. How do you want me to handle it when I walk back out there? Okay, you don't have to tell me the truth. But I know they're going to ask me, dude, is she going to be straight up with me when I go back in there? Because whether you straight up with them or not, they already know the lie. Because I know the lie. And you know the lie. You ain't got to admit it to me, but you know the lie. Are you going to be straight up with them or not?
I mean, I really don't know what I'm lying about. I don't know what I'm lying about.
Okay, I'm going to ask you directly.
Okay.
Remember how I said we can ask certain questions to see how you come
Yeah.
back at it a different way? When you went over there to that neighborhood, was anybody with you?
No.
Okay. Did anybody call you to come to that neighborhood?
No.
Okay. Did you pick anybody up from that neighborhood?
No.
Okay. Did anybody call you in reference to looking out for something or checking on something or anything? Come on, Tracy.
No, not that I remember. What do you mean call me?
Tracy, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
What am I lying about though?
You're lying about why you were in that neighborhood.
I was really
Tracy,
in that
stop
neighborhood
it.
to find
No.
drugs. Yes,
Okay,
I was.
listen to me. Sure. Whatever. Tracy, you're lying, baby. I'm trying to tell you. It's really ridiculous why you're lying. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody here passes judgment. You know, we see the worst things down here. Okay? We deal with people doing all kinds of things. They locked up your old man for child molestation, right?
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, we see the worst shit. And when I see Scott, I feel like, what's up, buddy? You know what I'm saying? We do our job at the end of the day. Okay? It's up to a judge, jury, and the DA's office to decide people's fate. We're like secretaries. We document it all. We find probable cause, make an arrest, we do so. They decide your fate. We have no say-so in that. Okay? You don't have to worry about people looking at you like you're awful. Okay? But when you lie, they think they're awful. You understand? Mm-hmm. We don't pass judgment. We know about Brett. Okay? We know about the relationship there. We know about all that. I don't even care. It doesn't even matter to me. It doesn't. I'm sure that's probably got some embarrassment with you right now. You feel like these grown men are looking at me because I'm messing with this young boy or whatever. Who cares? Do you know how many grown men around here wish they had a 19 or 20-year-old girl? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Who gives a shit? Demi Moore opened that door for everybody. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So get that. Who cares, man?
I mean, I don't understand what my personal relationship has anything to do with any of this.
Okay. Sweetheart, that investigator's pretty much told you we know all the players in this deal. Mm-hmm. Okay? You have a direct link to the victim in this crime. She works with you. Mm-hmm. And you have a direct link to the suspect in this case. And you were in the neighborhood when everything went down. You can lie all day long, sweetheart. But at the end of the day, there's no point to lie. when I picked you up today, were you handcuffed?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. At any point in time, has anybody advised you of your rights?
No.
So that means you're not what?
Being arrested.
You're not under arrest. Okay. Right now, we're looking for a witness. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we came back here to talk to, was a witness that has information that we know that you have. Now, when a witness doesn't cooperate and we know that they know information, what do they become?
I don't know.
A suspect.
Okay.
We talked about that fence a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
What side of the fence are you on?
I mean, I want to be on your side.
Okay, no, because see, on my side is over here.
Mm-hmm.
You're a witness. I'm not going to lie to you, sweetheart. You coming real close to being a suspect. No ifs, ands, or buts
I don't
about it.
understand how.
Let me tell you why. Because you're lying, Tracy. Look at me. You are lying. I know you're lying. I know you're lying. I know it. They know it. They're sitting around there eating Arby's sandwiches and Subway, just waiting to come back in here, just waiting to walk back in here in a minute and go, are you fucking retarded? You know what I mean? That's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. Why? For what? Help me understand. You got a little boy toy? Who gives a fuck? If he did something fucking stupid, and if you know about it, you need...
You wouldn't have done
Stop. Sweetheart, be real careful about what I know. Because I've already told you at the beginning of this conversation what. I'm not going to tell you everything I know.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How long has this relationship been going on with you and Brett?
Since like March.
Since March?
Mhm.
Okay. He been to work with you?
No. He's brought me to work before.
Brought you to
dropped
work?
me
You
off.
come in there and hung out?
No.
He ever met this woman that got killed?
No.
Hell no, he ain't. So if we know he committed a crime, and the only link to the victim in this case is who?
I don't understand how he could have done this.
How could he not have?
Why would he?
Let me ask you a question. Sweetheart, we're not going to go through all that. Okay? I'm only going to tell you what... How many times have you been picked up and brought down here?
3 times.
Okay. Hopefully the detective's hoping that you can provide information in this case. How many times they picked up everybody else?
I don't know.
You think that that's just weird?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many times I've
They like once?
Yeah.
Some of them none? You been here 3 times?
Oh, this is the second time I've been down here for this.
Second time.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is. There's only one link between the suspect in this case and the victim in this case.
But that, I mean, I don't understand. I don't know. None of it made no sense.
Okay, y'all ain't got passports, right?
Yeah.
For what?
Because I want to go out of town.
Sweetheart, listen to me. That sounds retarded.
I know it does, but I plan on going back and taking the boys.
I understand. That doesn't even make any sense. I plan. If you were wanting to go out of town with your boys, don't nobody want to make 2 trips to Atlanta.
Okay, but I didn't have all their stuff.
It doesn't
for
matter.
the
I
day.
know.
I
But
was
my
planning
point-
on going back this
So were
week.
you going to take Brett with you when you went out of town with your boys?
Yeah. And I was planning on going back up there this week until all this
Let me ask you
happened.
this. Is Brett your friend or your son's
He's
friend?
my son's friend.
Okay. And your son doesn't know about this relationship? Was your son with you when y'all went to Atlanta?
No,
What day was it you took him to Atlanta?
Thursday.
And you got you one too?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you. There's one piece of something that I've said here that you know is bullshit. And I already know what it is. Because see, I already know the lies that you told. I already know. Okay? So therefore, I know what you know. And you know when I say that you're the only link, you knew that was a lie right then. Okay? There is another link to the victim in this case. And you know that. Yes, you do. Okay? And I saw it cross your mind. I wanted to see what your face looked like when I said that, because you know. I'm going to walk out.
I'm really just so confused.
Now, there's nothing to be confused about. You wasn't in that neighborhood because your car broke down. They fucking know it. I know it. You know it.
I was in the neighborhood to find drugs.
Okay, they
That's
know.
why I was in the neighborhood.
We know why you were in that neighborhood. Okay? Period. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Some stupid ass boy toy ain't worth
I know
the
that.
dumb shit. No, sweetheart. I think you're trying to figure it out. I think you're trying to decide. I think you're trying to figure out, fuck. You know, is it, if I knew something about this, am I going to get in trouble? Blah, blah, blah. Let me ask you a question. What do you think looks worse? I've already told you, no police officer down here decides anybody's fate. That's up to the district attorney, a judge, and a jury. We're like freaking secretaries. We do all the work and labor in the streets. They decide the fate in the case. When they decide the people's fate in this case, let's say I got a guy sitting here for robbing a store. When he says, man, fuck you, cuz. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. And let's say during that robbery, an old lady got shot in the leg or shot in the head or whatever. He looks at me like, fuck you, cuz, I ain't got shit to say. When people are looking at that, they're going to see what? A fucking monster. Damn, that joker don't even give a shit. He feels no remorse. Or if he said, man, oh man, I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, I never thought that was going to happen. When the people look at that, and he says, man, my kids were hungry, blah, blah, blah. The people who do decide your fate in this case, do you want them to view you as a liar? Or someone who may have got caught up in some shit, feels bad about it? That's up to you, sweetheart. I can tell you right now, when those investigators get done writing this up at the end of the day, you're a liar. And I already know it. I'm not judging you for lying. We all go through hard times, and we all have to carry the weight of that. We've all lied. It happens. Sweetheart, to lie about something like this is something that your shoulders ain't big enough. You understand? No matter how bad you want to carry the weight of this, your shoulders can't do it. You know I'm right. They can't do it, Tracy. Why? Help me understand. Because I know you're lying. Tracy, you're lying. Why? Help me understand. Help me go out here and tell these guys, what the fuck, man?
Because I'm honestly not lying. I was in that neighborhood to find drugs.
Tracy, fine. That's bullshit. We know what's going on. They know what's going on. Okay? It is what it is. It may have been that you were going to take a trip. I believe that. That's all women talk about, is taking a trip. And you know what? I believe your little boy toy, I believe he saw that as an opportunity. Hey, yeah. Let's get some passports. No. I think you got reeled into some shit and never saw it coming. I think you never saw it coming. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. Protect him if you want to, but I own him.
I don't understand
Listen,
how I'm protecting anybody.
I'm going to tell you right now, those investigators that were sitting right here, they own him. They own him. They ain't your boy toy no more. That's on Carmichael and Detective Shirley's boy toy from this point on. From this day forward, he ain't yours. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you, sweetheart. Let me ask you a question. You ever seen what a little young boy does when he's sitting in a chair interviewed by the detectives thinking about he may spend the rest of his life in prison?
Mm-hmm.
They cry like little girls. I'm so sorry. Especially when I get done with my little story about the monster or feeling, you know, like you feel bad about it. That's going to happen. It don't matter how many times you call him. And I said out there, well, she going to call him. I told him that. She going to call him. And we laugh because it don't matter. It don't matter how many times you call him. If from right here in this room, it ain't gonna matter.
I didn't call.
It doesn't matter. I'm saying if you called him 50 times right here, it's the same end result. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. We'll laugh. We will. It's the same end result. He's gonna do the same exact thing sitting right here. Then it really don't matter if he even says anything. They own him. There's no doubt.
I just don't believe he did this.
You don't have to. And I want to believe that. I want to say there's no way Tracy knew he did this.
I don't believe he did this.
Well then, that's my point. That's the point we're trying to get at, Tracy. You don't believe he did this. Okay? You don't believe he did this. There's no point in lying about this right here then. You can tell the truth about this if you truly didn't know he did this.
Because I am telling the truth. As far as I know, I am telling the truth. I went in that neighborhood to find drugs. I had been up late. We had been up late.
Who's we?
Drinking. The tattoo guy was over there.
Who's we? Who's the tattoo guy?
Seth.
Seth who?
Arnold.
Okay.
And
Seth Arnold and who else was there?
my son and some of my son's friends.
Let me ask you this. Was Brett there?
Yeah, he was there.
At your house that night?
Uh-huh.
What night was that?
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetheart, you're so close to being there. It's unreal. You're so close to telling the damn truth right now. It's unreal. I'm going to ask you 1,000 questions that I already know the answers to. The only thing is at the end of the day, when I walk out here and say, that girl's a jam up mama, she loves her boys, don't matter boy toy or what, she's a mama first. You understand? Sweetheart, you continue to fucking lie about this, and it don't fucking matter how good of a mama you are. Your kids are going to be, you know what I'm saying? This is bad. You understand? Because people are going to look at you like you're a monster, like you're lying.
I know they are, because
Okay,
I ain't even
sweetheart,
done anything.
we know that while you were in that neighborhood, it may have been to keep that boy from doing something stupid because you got a wind of what was fitting to go down. It may have been for this, and the truth is, I already know. But if you don't tell it, then fuck it. There's a reason why you were there that you lying about it. And it's going to get to a point, Tracy, where I'm going to say fuck it. Because I can only beg you to take this weight off your shoulders so long.
But I don't understand what.
Okay,
I didn't take him over there. He didn't go. He didn't ride back home with me.
so let me ask you this. When you left that morning, was he still at your house?
Yes.
Okay, when you got back, was he still at your house?
Yes.
Was he with you when you went over there?
No.
Stop! Stop!
He was not. Why would he be in the car with me?
Oh my God. I'm not saying he was in the car with you, sweetheart. I'm real good at what I do. I'm not saying he's in the car with you. He could have been right in front of you or right fucking behind you.
Nobody was in front of me or behind me.
Sweetheart, we know why you were there.
Why was I there?
Why am I going to tell you everything?
I was there to freaking find drugs.
By who?
Because I
Who
was
was you going to buy
tired.
dope from?
For whoever I was
What's
supposed
his
to
name?
go to. Eric. That's all I
Who?
know. Somebody named Eric.
Eric?
Yeah, it's the third house on the right. I could have been on the wrong road.
White boy, black boy?
He's white. She said he was white, his name was Eric, and she had bought tabs from him before.
So, you could call Brandy right now and her not knowing that I'm sitting here and say, hey, tell me about that guy there. And if that's the truth, on your phone she'll go, yeah, I told you it was the third house on the left. But if she says, what the fuck are you talking about? We're going to have a problem. Are you willing to do that?
Yeah.
Call her. Put it on speakerphone right here.
Now, it depends on who's around her, because if she's at home and her husband's around her, she's not going to say yeah.
Her husband won't know what you're asking. Just
But
say, was it
she's funny.
just say, was it the second or third house?
Hey, this is Brandy. Sorry I missed your call. Leave it.
The only reason why I let you make that phone call right there was for you to put yourself in a position where you start telling the truth, because I already know the truth. I was just going to let you embarrass yourself. Not for the fate of me getting some glory out of it, but only hoping that you would say, damn, Scott, what do I do? Let me ask you a question. Do you not trust me?
Yeah, I trust you.
Because, you know, I could have stayed out there and not even got involved in this.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't have to come in here. Okay? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. When it involves people I know, okay, I don't get involved. Alright? You're lying.
I'm not lying.
Tracy, don't you look at me. It don't matter how you smirk or whatever. I've seen it. I've seen what they got. It's indisputable. What do people do as their biggest downfall?
What do you mean?
This diarrhea of the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They talk to people they think that they can trust.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you, we done been around the block a few times. We've learned how easy people run their mouth. Do you think some dumb kid has? When you was his age, had you learned that lesson yet?
No.
Your boy too is a fucking retard.
I just don't see how he could have done this.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he's a fucking retard. He's so stupid that he's talked to people about this, okay? And the reason why we know certain things is because he's whispering into the phone, okay, with you in the car. You can hear you talking in the background. Okay? You're right there with him. So we know when and when he wasn't. The people he's talking to are fucking recording this conversation. Don't you know people are telling their own brother for Crime Stoppers money? For fucking $10. They get a 6-pack of beer. We got people, they're telling their own mama for a 6-pack of beer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when you say that you wasn't with him at certain times, we know that's a lie. We know that's a lie. We know it.
But he wasn't that.
Sweetheart, hang on,
he was
stop,
in my
hang on.
car that morning.
Listen to what I'm saying. He may have been talking to somebody. We got times when you were in the car with him, and we got times when you weren't in the car with him, but he was talking about himself, and he was talking about you, and things he was going to do. You understand? After he had done something stupid, and before he'd done something stupid. Stop it. There's nothing that we have that we're willing to tell you about that implements you as knowing something about this. But we do know that you know some of his involvement. You may not have known he was killing somebody. You may not have known that he was going to commit a crime. But we do know why you were there that morning. Let me ask you this. Was your son in the car with you?
No. Nobody was in the car with me.
Okay. Was your son in the car in front of you or behind you?
No.
Did your son call you to come to that neighborhood?
No.
Okay. But then it was Brett. Dude.
Brett didn't call me to come to that neighborhood.
Sweetheart. There ain't but two things gonna drive a woman out like that with something like this going on. A mama's gonna do anything in the world they can for their children. Okay? Alright? And that woman also, when she's stupid about a boy, will jump out and do dumb shit too. And that's where I want to believe you at. Is stupid about a boy. And that's where you are right now.
But nobody was behind me or in front of me. Nobody was in my car.
That's fine. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you were following. I know why you were in that neighborhood. I already told you a minute ago. I'm not going to say that you dropped him off. I'm going to say that you picked him up to see if you told him you dropped him off. I'm not going to tell you you were behind somebody if you were really behind. I'm going to wait on you to tell me why you were really there. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Do you think I believe you were behind somebody? No? Because if so, I wouldn't have presented the question like that. Sweetheart, we know why you were in that neighborhood. They got you dead to rights on that. You're lying. They can prove that lie all day long. I'm going to let you know that. I got no reason to lie about it. Right? I didn't even have to come in here. Right? You believe that, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay? So, They'll probably be back in here in about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, don't lie to them. You ain't got it. Maybe it's the fact that you know me, you don't want any embarrassment with me or something like that. I tried to shoot all that out the door for you, okay? There's nothing to be embarrassed about with me. I've seen it all. You understand? Don't lie to them, okay? They already know. You believe me when I say that. They already know. Alright.
Can I have something to drink?
Yeah, we'll get you something in just a second.
Okay.
Alright. I ain't gonna lie. They said, what is she doing? I said, lying. That's all I said. But I told them, I said, I tried to. This is the thing. Most people do come in here and lie. One, because they're scared. Okay? Most of the time, they have to be embarrassed or checked or realizes that it is what it is for them to go. And most of the time they start crying, I'm sorry I lied, I was just scared. I'm going to be honest with you, I told them, I said, I'm going to have to get that girl to a point where she realizes that she knows, and then she'll lie, she'll cry, and she'll say she's sorry. And it ain't no hard feelings at the end of the day. What is it going to take to get there?
I mean, I really, if I'm lying, I really
Okay,
don't
so you don't
understand
think
what
Brett
I'm
had
lying
anything to
about.
do with this?
I really don't. I don't
All right.
understand how he could.
So if Brett didn't have nothing to do, if you don't think Brett had anything to do with this, and he knows, and there was no reason that he would think that you know that he had anything to do with this, right?
Yeah.
Call him.
I mean, why would I want to call him? Why would I even want to
Hang on,
get
sweetheart.
involved in this?
If you know he didn't have nothing to do with this, and he wouldn't have any reason to think that you would, then he'll answer the phone for you. We both know, one, you're not going to want to call him. Two, we both know if you do call him, he's not going to answer the phone. And then you know, without a doubt, you can't lie to me anymore.
No, he don't always answer
Okay,
the phone
well
for
call
me.
him. Let's try it.
Why though? I
Put the
mean,
phone down. Let's call him. I just want to get you to that place, sweetheart.
I don't understand what I'm lying about.
Hang on. Call him. Just so I can show that you're being honest and you're not doing anything sneaky. You mind if I look at your phone while you do it?
No, I don't care. I gotta find his number.
Did you just delete his number before I looked over?
It's in here.
Alright, go to your recent calls.
I don't have any. That's why I was trying to get my son a ride home.
Baby, you deleted all your recent calls before you walked in here.
I always
Hang on.
delete my calls.
Baby, no girl does that.
Oh, look at my messages. I even delete my messages. The only messages I
Hell
keep
yeah,
are
you
ones I
did.
want
You know
to.
why, Tracy?
Why?
Because you're lying.
No, I'm not.
Tracy, you're lying. You are lying. There's no.
So you think I'm sitting here lying and I had something to do with that?
Tracy, I think that you're scared that he may have, and you don't want to be the one to say it. Tracy, you deleted everything, baby.
And I did delete everything, and I didn't really mean to, but I always delete
How did you
everything.
accidentally delete everything?
Look, let me show you how.
I accidentally delete one thing.
No, watch. Let me show you. You hit edit and clear, and I accidentally hit clear all, and I did not mean to.
Okay. Well, then go to your
See?
messages, if you don't mind, because I want to see if you accidentally deleted all of them.
No, I didn't. I delete my messages after most of my conversations. I don't with my son, and I just texted her earlier because I got to talk to her about a file at work, and I don't my daddy's. And I didn't this one just so in case I needed it.
Okay, so you've been seeing this man since March, right? When was the last time you talked to him?
Earlier today.
Earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where was he at?
I didn't ask him where he was at.
When was the last time you saw him?
Yesterday
You saw him yesterday. Where were y'all at when y'all saw each other?
at the apartment.
At whose apartment?
Mine.
Tracy, please stop lying to me. Stop. Hang on. I need you to stop lying to me, okay? Because in a minute, I'm going to start looking at you like you're a monster. Okay? Come on, baby. That's ridiculous. You've erased everything out of your phone?
I didn't.
Stop,
mean
Tracy.
to.
It don't matter how many times you smile.
I didn't
Okay,
mean
listen to me.
erase them.
You're a pretty girl. You ain't got to do that cute little grin or whatever.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
That smile is something I accidentally do when I get nervous or I'm upset or
Listen
anything.
to me. Look at me. You know more than ever now I'm going to be looking at you like a monster when you're deleting all that shit out of your phone. Don't tell me it was an accident. You're lying out your ass.
Okay. I guess
Okay.
I'm just lying about everything.
Okay, you're deleting all that out of your phone. Okay? I asked you to call Brady at the drop of a dime. I asked you to call him. Why would I do that? I just told you the man's a suspect in a murder investigation.
And I just
Hang on,
told you
unless
he
you're a
was.
part of it. No, what you said, why do I want to bring him into all this? Sweetheart,
'Cause I don't think he's in it.
Sweetheart, you didn't bring him into this. I brought him into this when I talked to you. Had you said his name or did I say his name?
You did.
Okay, so you didn't bring him into nothing. So you shouldn't have any say that I said call him yourself. Shit, my man ain't done nothing. Let's call him.
We'll call him.
Call him.
I gotta find his number.
That's real funny, baby, that you can't find his number. And I saw you clicking on some buttons before I asked you if I could look. What's his last name? Is it going to be under his first name or his last name?
There it is, right there.
All right, let's call him. Put it right there. Put it down there where I can hear it, flat on the fan.
Hello?
Brett,
Hello? Yeah?
hey,
Hi.
what you doing?
Nothing to this.
It's Tracy.
Hi.
Hey. You want me to say anything else?
Brett,
Yes, it is.
this is Scott. How are you, bud?
Good, how are you?
Just to make sure I'm talking to the right Brett that I think I'm talking to, what's your last name, Brett?
Kelly?
Brett Kelly. Okay. Alright. Brett, you in Macon?
Yes, sir.
Where you at in Macon?
Am I in Macon or do I live in Macon?
Are you in Macon?
No, sir.
Where you at, buddy?
Warren Robbins,
One Robbins? Where you at in One Robbins?
Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake. That's some good stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Your girl, Tracy here has been honest with me, okay? Alright? I want to see if you're as honest as she has. In the last hour, how many times has she text messaged you?
In the last hour,
Yeah,
probably 5.
5 times. Okay. Alright. Cool. Let me ask you a question, Brett. You gonna come see me?
I can.
You know who I am, right?
No, sir.
Well, you know what I am, right?
No, sir. All I know is your name.
No, I'm saying if she's text messaged you in the last hour, you know she's down here talking to the police. I've seen the messages. She thought she was going to delete them, but I got to them a little faster than she could. So you know she's talking to the police, and I already know you know that.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you gonna come see me?
Yes, sir.
All right. You gonna come? Where you gonna? You gonna come down here to City Hall?
Where do you want me to come to?
All right. Come to the Detective Bureau, Brett.
Yes, sir.
It's located at the corner of First and Popular. All right.
Yes, sir.
Whether you show up or not is going to tell me wonders, man.
Okay. Well, I'll be there, no doubt.
How long is it going to take you to get here, my friend?
About 35 minutes.
35 minutes. All right, listen now, we're going to, me and Tracy, we're going to hang out until you get here, okay?
That's fine.
You're a good man. I appreciate you, brother.
No problem.
All right, bye. Tell me what that was you called in on. 920-0873? 678. Why's he got a 678 there, you
I
code?
don't know. A lot of people down there.
Pull that up one more
are
time.
wrong.
678.
I need to smoke. Can I smoke a cigarette?
Sweetheart, I won't let you smoke, because you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I never expected in a million years that me and you was going to... Hang on, I'm going to put that phone in here. 678. What was it again? 920
920-0873.
0873. I appreciate that. I'm going to be honest with you. I normally come in here and I use interview tactics and stuff like that to get people to tell the truth. I never expected to get on this road with you. I'm a little surprised. I'm just being honest. Okay? We know each other coming. I know we wasn't the best of friends, but I felt like we walked on the same side of the road for a long time. And you ought to know how I've lived my life to know I don't judge everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
But you've lied to me so many times in here, baby. Listen to me. Stop. You've lied to me so many times. It's crazy, baby. I know you deleted your stuff. You would delete them every time you text. Stop.
You don't want to know when I deleted it on the way here, and I did not mean to.
Sweetheart, you were text messaging that man from right here.
No, I was not texting him. I was texting my son.
Hold up. Baby, you've been here way over an hour. Hang on. Sweetheart, in just a few minutes, I'm going to tell you everybody you text message.
Okay.
Don't you know we work homicide?
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. How quickly do you think I'm going to have your phone records?
Sure, pretty quick.
Bam! Got them. Okay? So don't tell those lies when I can prove them that fast. I know you've been text messaging him from right here, and in a minute I'm going to prove it. Okay? Alright? You've lied. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And guess what? Your man ain't going to show up. Okay? He ain't coming. Hell no, he ain't coming. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Do me a favor. You can lie to me all you want to. Okay? You've decided that your shoulders can carry the weight of that. It can't. You're gonna collapse. I've seen it too many times. My shoulders can't carry the weight of it. You're gonna fall. Okay? Do me a favor. I'm gonna walk out of here, and I'm gonna go down the hall and talk to these other investigators. Because now we have Brett coming down here. I need to let them know that.
Okay.
Will you do me a favor? If I ask you to do me a favor, will you do it, and can I trust you to do it? Will you put your phone on that side of the table and not touch it while I'm gone?
But look, it's 2:30. My
Yeah.
son's getting out of
I
school.
already saw on your message. Will you work that out, getting him a ride?
Yeah, she just texted. She said he's
Okay,
riding with me.
so will you set your phone on the other side of that table for me? Just so I can know that I can trust you to where you won't try to interfere with him coming down here. Sergeant Chapman? Okay, listen, I'm right in the middle of a 7-Eleven interview. Yeah, I can't do this. Okay. Will you sit that down there? I'm gonna put it right here.
Can I smoke?
Do you want me to bring you a cigarette?
I got a cigarette.
Girl, you can smoke.
I can smoke in here?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Do you feel bad about lying to me? I just want to know, do you feel bad?
I mean, I don't know how I can feel bad when I really don't know what I'm lying
Sweetheart,
about.
you have lied over and over and over again, and you already know. Do I look like I'm stupid? Just like when you told the lie, I accidentally deleted all that shit. You knew I wasn't gonna believe it. You already knew that, but I got to prove it in your mind. Hang on, you know I ain't gonna believe it. But I'm just asking, do you feel bad about lying to me? Yes.
Because I have
you
not lied.
feel horrible.
I really did not mean to delete that on the way here.
Sweetheart, let me tell you something.
Why do y'all always automatically assume that somebody's always fucking lying? I am not sitting here lying about that fucking phone. I am not lying about it, and I'm tired. I'm tired of all this shit.
Look at me, Tracy. I know it's hard for you, and that's why you're crying right now.
Because I'm tired of it.
I believe it.
You have no idea the stress.
There's no doubt. That man has drug you into so much bullshit right now. It is crazy. And you're willing to sit here and carry the weight of that shit? Really? Hell no. That's retarded. I'm going to be honest with you. There's no point in you lying from this point further. When I walk out of here, unless you knew everything that was going down before it went down. There's no reason to lie. Any point. Because you see, it don't take me about 5 seconds to make you feel retarded. You ain't never got to tell me the truth. I can make you sit in your own seat and feel retarded without ever being honest. You done felt retarded sitting here about 3 or 4 times. I know it. I'm real good at what I do. Okay? And you have felt retarded and you knew in your mind, that son of a bitch knows I'm lying here, but God, I'm going to keep telling this lie. Why? There's no point. Unless you had something to do. I'm going to be honest with you. You got to decide what's going to go down here. Are you coming over this fence or what? You're lying. I can prove you're lying. I tell you what, I'm not going to prove you're lying. I've already told you, this is their case. I'm only here to help you tell the truth. That's it. That's the only reason why I'm in here right now. I got 14 other cases on my desk that ain't got a damn thing to do with you. Only reason why I'm in here right now is because I know you. That's it. Let me ask you this right here.
Okay.
Is your boyfriend coming?
I don't know.
Hell no, he ain't coming, and you know he ain't coming. That's the point that I'm trying to make right now. That's the thing. See that how bad you want to get that? I'll tell you who it is if you want me to. It is Katie Register. It says Scott's phone must be dead. Okay. If you want, when it rings, since you're being honest with me, since you're allowing me to let it sit over there, when that does it, do you want me to tell you who's calling and stuff?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll tell you who's calling stuff. You know he's not coming. Just like when you said, I don't know if he's coming. Hell no, you know he ain't coming. He'd have to be a damn idiot to come down here. And you know that. But you know you gotta say the right thing. I don't know if he's coming. But
I don't know why he wouldn't come, because I don't understand how he would have done any of this.
sweetheart, it's sad. You're right. I can't understand how he did it either. Has anybody ever showed you the pictures of this lady?
No, I don't want to see him. Please don't show him to me.
Has anybody ever showed you? Because you know what? When I see it, I don't even know this woman.
I don't want to see him. Please
And let me
don't
tell
show
you
him to
something.
me.
You know this woman. And I got a feeling you're going to look at those pictures today. Okay? Because you're fucking lying, Tracy. You're fucking lying. And it's horrible what happened to that woman. Tracy, it's horrible. Did the detective really tell you what happened? She's a grandmother and a mother. And somebody did those things to her. What the fuck? And you're lying about a case involving that shit. You're deleting phone calls and messages about a call. And you can call me a motherfucker, you can call me a bastard, you can say you're sick of it all you want. I'm not going to change who I am just because we're friends. Okay? I already know that's a lie. And I'm not going to say, oh, Tracy, I believe you when I fucking don't. Okay? Let me tell you who it is. It says Katie Register, Scott's phone must be dead. It's just doing that same thing again. Does it do that over and over again? I'll do this for you. For some reason you want to carry this weight up here. Here in a little bit, you're not going to carry that weight anymore. Okay? I don't know you like the best of friends, but I think I know you well enough to know you're not a monster and you're not going to be able to hold that weight much longer. And it's going to be a matter of time while you're down here today that you're going to go, I already know it. You're going to say, alright, I want to say, and if you feel better with me being in here, you can say, look, okay, you know, it is what it is. I can tell you this. The detective that sat right here, Detective Shirley, he's one of the best guys in the world. Okay? He's one of the best guys in the world. His supervisor, Sergeant Carmichael, I mean, they're like family. Nobody here is wanting to throw rocks at you, Tracy. But they are starting to wonder, what the fuck? And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm not going to lie about it. When I walk out of here and they say, does she know? I'm going to say, fuck yes, she knows. She's lied 50 times over. I already know it. If your kid was, if a 5-year-old kid was sitting here watching this shit on TV, they'd know you're lying. How many times you caught your old man lying to you?
Tons.
Did you ever need him to tell the truth in order to know he was lying? Fuck no, because you knew when he was lying. I know you're lying. You've lied to me so many times in here today.
Scott, I have not lied. I did not lie to you about my phone. I accidentally,
I
and I
understand.
do always delete my messages.
I understand. I understand. That's a lie. It's okay. Look at me. Look at me right now. I'm not mad at you. I told you I don't judge. You can lie to me all you want. At the end of the day, you're grown and you're going to decide if you can carry the weight of this. I'm going to be honest with you. It don't matter how long I've known you. If I'm going to carry the weight of something on my shoulder and be like, look, Tracy, it is what it is. You just got to let me hold this weight. I'm going to lie to you. You know, don't hate me. I ain't going to hate you. But you're lying. And them shoulders are going to get heavy. There's no way around it. Drink that water, girl.
I'm going to.
Look, I'm going to go tell him what's up. Can I trust that you're not going to pick up that phone?
What do you want me to do with that?
Just spit in that trash can and put it out. So here, pour a little water in there. Here, wait a
I
minute.
poured over it.
Use that as an ashtray. I ain't got no cookies.
Can I answer?
Did you pick it
Katie?
up?
Can I answer Katie though? Cause it rung again.
You mind if I watch?
No, I don't know. She said text on. Can I text on it?
Yeah, your son?
Yeah.
Sure. Sweetheart, you can do whatever you want to do. This is your phone.
Okay.
A minute ago, I was asking you to do me a favor. Put it back on. If you don't mind. Thank you very much. Now, it is what it is. If you're going to lie to me, you're going to lie to me. I'm only going to ask questions hoping at this point you'll tell me the truth. If you lie to me, just lie to me, Tracy. I ain't going to be mad at you at the end of the day. For whatever reason, you got your own reasons why you're lying, okay?
Okay.
Is that a fresh tattoo?
Yeah.
Why are you picking at
It's
it?
itching.
You want some lotion or anything for it?
No, it should be fine.
What kind of car is he in?
I really don't know.
What kind of car was he in yesterday when you saw him?
He was at the house. I don't know who he came there with.
Who all was at the house when he was there?
Dale and Dylan and Hunter and Nick and Juan. This guy named Juan.
Who? Now they friends of your
They're all
sons?
Scotty's friends.
So Scotty was there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if we talk to Scotty, then Scotty will be able to confirm that he was there yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. What cars were at your apartment yesterday?
Dale's and Hunter's and Dylan's.
Which apartments do you live at?
Rutland Corner.
Right, that's what I thought. Let me ask you this. Let's say, for instance, that you don't know what happened. I don't believe that, but I'm just saying, let's say, for instance, because I'm going to be honest with you, there's no point in you to tell the lies that you told unless you knew what I know. Okay? Before where I was at, I was like, maybe she's been pulled into something she had no part, didn't mean, or didn't know that was going to happen. Now, with all the lies, okay, until you get right with me and explain to me why you lied so much, I can only assume that you know, okay? So my question from this point on will be, we're over the fence now. Mm-hmm. We're over here, okay? So, if he was going to do some dirt, and of course in your mind, you've said that he wouldn't have done this dirt, okay? Like I said, we're over the fence, I know that's a lie. But, if he was going to do some dirt, who would he do it with?
I have no idea.
Do you know any of his family?
No.
None of them.
Just Courtney. That's the only one.
Who is Courtney?
Courtney's his sister.
How old is she?
23, I think.
Does she know about y'all's relationship?
I think so. I'm not sure.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's got diarrhea in the mouth. So you know that she knows, because that boy can't help but to run his mouth. So, you don't know any of his other family? Mm-hmm. No mama, no daddy, no auntie, no nothing like that?
Mm-hmm. What do you want me to do? Do you want him?
Sweetheart, he just told you he was coming.
Okay, but what if he don't?
Yeah, I won't want to talk to him.
Okay.
That-
How can I help you make that happen?
Tracy, that would be a pretty step up for you to do that, okay? If you're willing to help there.
I'm willing.
Okay, if you're really willing to help there, I'm going to afford you that opportunity.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this right here. I'm going to need you to do it on my terms.
Okay.
Okay, because if I move a little too quick, it's going to hurt me, okay? We go way back, okay? But I won't lie to you. When you walk out of here, Tracy, you're not going to go, Scott, play the game on me, because I'm going to tell you straight up, when it comes down to whether or not I hurt your feelings or whether or not I put my hands on him,
I know.
your feelings are gonna get hurt.
I know.
You understand?
I understand.
Okay.
And I feel like if he did this, then I'm gonna do the right thing.
Okay.
I don't believe it because just like I didn't believe Scott did what he did, or might have did, or whatever. But you know me, I'm not gonna believe it unless I know it.
I understand. I just thought about something. Something just jumped into my head. Something just jumped into my head that I hadn't even put together yet. I'm going to give you an opportunity to help me out with that if you're willing to do so. I don't need you to talk to him anymore until I give you the go-ahead. You understand?
I understand.
I'm going to have to know that I can trust you. And I'm going to know if you do. You
I know you
understand?
do.
I don't have to explain all that to you. Okay? Whatever lies you told Tracy, at some point you're going to have to get right with those investigators. I mean, this case ain't going nowhere.
Oh, I know. I know
Okay.
it's not.
So at some point you're going to have to get right. And I'm going to be honest, it's better for it to get right here today before we do get our hands on people. You understand? Because this is the thing. This is the way people look at it. There's certain reasons why I'm not telling you everything. Because like I said, the people who decide your fate in this case, they want to know, is this a monster? Or is this a person that was at the wrong place at the wrong time and got pulled into some shit? Anybody can tell the truth when I lay everything out on this table. Anybody can go, damn, you got me. I'm trying to show that you're not a monster.
I understand.
I'm not going to tell you. You want me to tell you what's on here? It says, Katie registered, never mind riding with Jeremy.
Okay.
Okay? You mind keeping your phone right there till we get this
No.
figured out? I'll be right back. Okay? I just had something pop in my head. I got to tell the investigators. I'll be back in less than 2 minutes, okay? Feel free to smoke if you want to, girl.
I did.
Ain't no problem. I may steal one from you here in a minute.
Okay.
He should have been here by now, right? From one of Robin's. What time was it that you called his phone? You mind if I look with you?
No, I don't know. Never mind, Jerry. That's my friend. All right, let's see. 224.
What time is it now?
306.
Yeah, give him a call. See where he's at. Put it on speaker again. Hey, buddy. Where you at, man? You should have been here by now.
I'm parking right now. I'm on Popular Street.
You're on Popular Street?
Yes, sir. I'm parking now. Trying to find a place.
Okay, well listen, if you're on, oh, okay, so you're right out front. What kind of car are you in?
I'm in my mom's Knoxville Altima.
A what now?
A Nissan Altima.
A Nissan Altima. What color is it?
Black.
Okay, I'll walk out there and see if I can meet up with you, and that way I can show you where to come to.
Well, all right. Would you want me to park?
Yeah, go ahead and park.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
All right. What number do you want me to call back to find you?
You know where the first, if you're out on Popular, City Hall sits at the corner of 1st Street and Popular. All you have to do is walk down the 1st Street side of City Hall and go to that last door on the end that says Detective Bureau and just ask for Sergeant Chapman.
Okay, I'll be there.
All right, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to set your
Can
phone
I
over here.
text Katie back real quick?
Can you give me 1 second? That way I can say I trusted you and you didn't call him before I get out there?
Well, I need to make sure Dominic got his ride. He might
Okay.
be
Well, she
sitting
said
there with
he
no
said he
ride.
got the ride.
Well, she said she's riding with Jeremy.
All right. I'm going to put this over here, okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back in 2 minutes.
Okay. call my son called. Scotty.
All right, listen.
Okay.
Call him back again. See, right now he's answering the phone. It's, you've lied. I'm only saying this to make it make sense. He's answering the phone when you call because he trusts you. He's hoping that you're calling him after you've left and he can find out what's going on. But then when I talk, he knows he's got to feed me something just to pacify me. He ain't outside no black Nissan.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So call him this. You remember Detective Shirley? I've advised him. I said, look, man, she's going. I've told him, I ain't gonna lie, that you're lying about everything under the sun. I'm just telling you what I told him. Listen to me. When it involves certain things, but I have told him that you have agreed to help find him, and I told him to feel free to come in here. Okay.
That's a step.
Call him right now, again, and keep him on speakerphone.
Okay.
He's probably not gonna answer this time.
Well,
We're gonna pull that card later.
okay.
Hey, buddy.
I'm walking now.
You're walking where?
I'm walking, hold on, let me find the street. Hold on. I'm about to be coming past Element nightclub.
Dude, you're a long ways from us, buddy.
That's right where I decided to park, Dad.
Huh. Element? What road is that on?
Club Element downtown.
Element nightclub.
That's on
It's
Cherry Street, ain't it?
Cherry.
Yeah, you're on Cherry Street.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I needed you to come to Poplar Street at First Street.
Well, I'm walking towards Cherry Street. I think got off this where I parked my car at.
I got you. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I just-
I'm just trying to get there because I don't want to get lost.
All right, well, you want me to stay on the phone with you till you walk up here?
That's fine. It don't matter to me.
Listen, I'm going to tell my buddy to go outside and wait on you. He's going to be wearing like a bluish purple shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you wearing, buddy?
I'm wearing a gray shirt, blue jeans, and a red hat.
Okay. All right, my buddy's going to be I'm going to stay on the phone with you until you find me. We sure do appreciate you coming down here, man. We just got to get this stuff cleared up. You know what I mean?
That's fine. And when I get there, can I pee? Because I got to get that. I don't want to.
Oh, yeah, man. You can pee. That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem at all. When you see an investigator out there, if you see anybody with a badge or a gun on, just tell them, say, I'm here to see Sergeant Chapman, and they'll bring you right in here where you can talk to me, okay?
All right. Well, I got a full suit of tattoos, so you can't miss me.
I got you, buddy. I hear you, man. Cool.
And can I, why I'm coming down here for?
Yeah, I'm going to talk to you about it. You know, when you get here, I'd rather talk to you about that on the phone. Right now, I'm talking to you on the phone, and I got people around me. When you get here, I'll take you to a more private room where, you know, not everybody's in your business. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
I try to look out for other people and be respectful. So you're a grown man, so I'm going to be respectful and treat you like a man, you know.
Thank you. That's fine. Okay.
Where you at right this second?
All right, this second, I'm in the building cutting through. Hold on, I'm not to get on the street now.
Is Alex wanting me?
Hold on, just 1 second. Hold on. Hold on.
That sounds like somebody's driving, bro. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Hold on. Alright, well, here, Alex, I'm on 3rd Street, coming towards y'all. Cause is it where, you applied, for the fire department at, in that big building?
No, buddy. I'm actually on Poplar Street.
Oh,
Remember earlier when you said you was on Poplar Street? I'm on Poplar Street. I'm in the big city hall, the white building with the big columns. I'm not at the Bibb County LEC.
alright, hold on.
You're
I'm
on.
not trying to avoid you.
I know you're not, buddy. I know you're not. Listen, tell me exactly where you're at. Just stand still. I'm gonna have somebody come to you. Tell me exactly where you're at.
I am at ROASLED Cafe and Lounge.
What is that?
Uh,
What's the name of it again?
ROASLED Cafe and Lounge.
Is he saying Rosal? Are you still on 3rd Street?
Yes, sir. I'm on 3rd Street right now.
All right, spell it for me one more time.
ROASLED. Sorry.
Roasted.
Like cursive. Sorry.
Hey, listen. He's out in front of Roasted Cafe and Lounge on 3rd Street. I told him just to stand still because he's confused about where he's coming to. And I told him y'all would come to him. He's on 3rd Street. It's called Roasted Cafe and Grill. I told him just to stop right there and I'd have somebody come to him.
Okay.
Okay? All right. He's standing out front. He says, what kind of shirt you got on, buddy?
Gray shirt.
A gray shirt. And he said he's got a whole tattoo sleeve on one arm, so he's not hard to see. And he said he's got a red hat on. I'm going to stay on the phone with him. I'm going to stay on the phone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got you. So I'm going to stay on the phone with him until y'all get to him, okay? All right. Hey, so you stay on the phone with me until they find you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Is anybody walking up to you yet?
No, sir.
Okay.
What's your buddy wearing?
One of them's wearing a t-shirt and a hat, and the other one's wearing like a polo shirt.
No, sir. Nobody else.
All right, give them just a second. They didn't realize you were so far away. I told them to help me out and come to you, but they'll be to you in just a minute.
I don't see nobody yet.
Hang on, I'll call them again and see where they are. You just be happy. What's the address on the front of that place?
They don't say anywhere. I'm right in front of SunTrust Bank.
SunTrust is on 2nd.
No, look, on 2nd Street, my bad. I'm on 2nd Street, sorry. I thought it said 3rd Street. I'm going looking from the side. I wasn't looking straight at it.
You're okay. You're okay, buddy. You're okay. Hang on. Stay at that SunTrust Bank, okay?
Yes, sir. I'm directly in front of SunTrust Bank.
All right, I'm gonna stay on the phone with you till somebody gets to you, because I can't get these other guys to answer the phone. Hey, no, he's right in front of. He's actually on 2nd Street. You got confused. He's at the SunTrust Bank on 2nd Street. SunTrust sits right there on the corner of 2nd and whatever. Not 2nd and Cherry, but 2nd and you know what a SunTrust Bank is on 2nd Street? He's right out in front of that. All right. Sergeant Chapman? Yeah. Okay. All right, come on. So, you got on what kind of shirt, buddy?
A gray shirt with a red hat.
Okay, and you're standing outside.
I'm standing
Okay. Alright. Let me call my other buddy back. Your phone ain't gonna go dead or nothing, is it? Have you, hey, y'all got into the SunTrust Bank yet? Are you in a car or you on foot?
I'm on foot.
What color shirt you got on? A gray one, right?
Red shirt with a red hat. I'm standing directly on Roasted Cafe. I see the cop car.
He says he's got a cop car coming up to him. Okay, good deal. Alright, they're walking up to you, buddy.
Oh, never mind. He's walking. Never mind. Sorry.
Do you got,
There's a cop car, and then
is
never
there,
mind. A cop car pulled beside me.
okay, is there an investigator?
Towards your buddy.
Can you see him?
There's a black male and a white male.
That's right. Let me know. Give him your phone so I can talk to him to ensure that's them when you get up with them.
Well, here it is. He wants to talk to you to make sure I'm with you. Hey, got that.
Alright, buddy, I'll see you in a minute.
Now, hold this call.
Thank you.
Oh,
Smoke a cigarette.
I got a pee.
You got a pee?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
I know you gotta be hungry because we're starving to death. Here you go. Okay, Tracy. You know, the other night I read you your rights, right? You
Yes,
remember
sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
Well, I just want to do it. I just want to read your rights again, okay? Make sure you're aware of it. You know, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to consult with an attorney and have an attorney present during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one can be provided to you before questioning at no cost. Do you understand your rights?
Yes,
Now you
sir.
wish to speak with us further in reference to this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alright, Tracy, we just got a couple more questions, this won't take very long. Who had the passports?
Courtney had her passport and Brett had me and his passports in a book bag.
Where are they at?
They were in a Georgia book bag when I left home that morning, so I don't know where they're at now.
And was that book bag still in your apartment?
As far as I know, but he was there Tuesday morning when I left, so I don't know if he took them with him or
So they could be anywhere, but
Yeah, they
when you
could be
left
anywhere.
Tuesday,
they were in my apartment
They were
in
in
a
your
book bag.
apartment. okay, in the Georgia Bulldog
Book bag.
book bag. Was it at the house?
Oh, sure.
Okay. We've done it, since the time you've been here, we've done a search warrant on your
I'm sure you
apartment.
have.
So I just want to let you know that. So I was not present during that, he was. So there'll be a piece of paper there that says whatever they might have taken out of your apartment, okay? Let's see. What else was it they wanted to ask? Guess I should have wrote the questions down, but Alright, so I gotta think back 10 hours. How did y'all, let me ask you, how'd you pay for the passports?
I paid for the passports with the money I had from my paycheck.
Was it cash, or did you use a credit card?
I
or a
used
debit
some
card?
cash. I used some off my debit card.
How much
that
were
my
they?
paycheck goes on.
How much were they?
$600 for
For
all
of
three
them?
of
So
them.
it's $200 each? You use cash and credit card?
Yes, sir.
Of course, we can't talk to Brett about that again.
Nope.
Alright, if he was going to take that book bag, where would he take it?
I have no idea.
Any idea?
I mean, he was in his mama's car, so I assume he went to his mama's house that day,
Okay, so it's a possibility they could be at Mom's house.
possibly.
And I just, something that's just, I have to ask you.
Do you know if Brett's mother knew anything about this whole thing that went down afterwards?
I'm not for sure. He told me he told her, but I don't know that he told her. You know what I mean?
He told you though that he did tell her.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, I've caught him in a couple, not telling me the truth on several things.
Okay.
So I don't.
Okay.
I didn't know if he had really told her or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know he tells his mama a lot, but I don't know that he tells her that.
Okay. Well, I don't think we have really anything else to ask you then. I was just saying if that's all we wanted to know is where the passports were.
Yeah, they were in my house last I saw. When I left that morning, that's where they were at.
But you knew Courtney had hers.
Yeah, she took hers Friday. She said she told Brett she wanted to hold on to hers.
Okay.
Was Anthony, was he ever going to go out of town with y'all?
I
Was
don't
that ever
know.
part of the plan?
Well, see, I never really talked to him. I didn't even know he was involved until the night before. And when he came to my house that morning, I never told him nothing about giving him no money. I never told him anything. That was Brett. Brett told him, like when he came to my house that Friday afternoon, Brett said I told him I'd give him $10,000. And then when I overheard him and Brett talking, I heard him say something about $350,000. And then I did overhear the black guy say that him and his wife, Brett said, we'll give you the $10,000 now here, and then when we get to Canada, you and your wife can come up there later and get the rest. Is what I heard them talking about.
Okay.
You know if his wife had any or knew anything about this?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Because I never even really talked to the black. I didn't even know his name.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Brett, that's just like them going in the house. That was all Brett's idea to begin with. And Brett was like, oh, I got a friend that can go in there with me. And they were never supposed to kill her. That was never supposed to be the thing.
Mm-hmm.
They were just supposed to keep her in that house during that day.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have any more for you.
I think that'll do it for right now, okay, Tracy? That's yours, correct?
Yeah, I can't take it with me though.
I'm going to get you a big swallow. Right?
After the investigators finally got Tracy Johnson to confess, she was taken back to jail to await trial. Tracy Johnson pled guilty and was convicted for her role in the embezzlement plot and the murder, and she was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.